Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing? How is you all day going? I see we have how let's see. We have Zucchini Boat. Thank you for coming and supporting. Carbon Q. Thank you for coming in, sis. We have the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Thank you for coming. We got GT Junior Grows in Alaska. How you doing over there in Alaska? We got Vision Preparedness. Good afternoon to you. Ohio. Okay, thank you. We got Badass 93 Stain. How you doing? And we got Miss Lash's Journey. Thank you for coming in, sis. Let's see who else is in here. Everybody is speaking. How is you all day going today? Well, I'm saying it's so weird. How you all day going today? But how you all are doing today? Hey, Coy, thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming and joining my live today. You are new to my channel. I haven't seen you before, but thank you so much for coming. You at let's see. Hey Jamie at Devil Dolls Keeper. How you doing? Thank you for coming. But as you say, you at work. Okay, okay. Busy but good here. That's awesome. Hey, Happy Mac. Yeah, happy Tuesday to everyone else. Yes. Hey, Barbecue Rockstar. Hope you're feeling better. I'm glad you back. Hey, Black Point Dexter. How you doing? Thank you for coming. Hey, Devin with Our New Land. Thank you for coming over. Jamie, you said Eddie has traffic court in an hour, so he won't be here. Okay. I understand. Hey, Urban Garden Chronicles. That's my sis in the house. Thank you. We got Gina versus Gina. Hey, thank you for coming. You doing laundry and daily drudge work. Hey, Audrey, living life. Thank you for coming. We got the chicken in the house. Thank you for coming. We got Miss VSNC09. Thank you for coming. Okay. I appreciate you coming and listening. I really do appreciate that. Hey, BS. Good afternoon to you as well. Let's see. And my lives are open lives. So I have already dropped the link. So if anyone wants to come up, today's topic is striving to be prepared. So you want to get ready and stay ready at all times. So the saying is stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So you want to get everything prepared now. So if anything ever happens, you won't have to be running around here like a chicken with their head cut off. Hey, GT, I'm sorry. Hey, RG. Let's see. Thank you for coming, RG. We got the chicken in the house. So how you all doing?
pretty good. We're starting to get the rain that we need over here. It's currently pouring rain outside.
Yeah, we've been getting quite a bit. It was raining today. I'm
Oh,
glad it's
lightning just went off.
it did. Ooh, let's see. How you doing, GT Junior in Alaska?
I'm doing good. I'm on my walk.
You out there getting them
Um,
steps in?
yes, I got on some weights today too.
Ooh,
Did
Last time I
Mike pick
couldn't,
up on that?
but yeah, I got my weights on, and I usually have my ones for my hands as well, but I misplaced one of them, so I only have one weight for my hand. So yeah, I'm doing good. Besides that, I'm getting my steps in.
that's good. That's good.
How about you, Tarsha?
Today I had doctor's appointment. Yeah, so I didn't get much done today. I just got home about an hour ago. Yeah. Hey Tammy, thank you for coming. Yeah, today has just been a weird day to me. Yeah. Hey Kentucky Survival 76, thank you for coming, sir. I appreciate you. So, anyone that wants to have their link dropped, you can type triple threat in the chat and Nightbot will drop your link so everyone can connect with each other. Okay, Devin, that's awesome. Devin, when our new land said, my brother and I were just talking about putting food catches at our property, dried and canned food. Yeah, that's what I was talking to someone about, putting some out on my land as well. That is an awesome thing to be doing right now, having in multiple locations. Yep.
Whoops.
Hey, Urban.
Hey,
How
Triple,
you
how
doing,
you doing?
Urban Garden Chronicles?
Hello, Urban.
GT.
Who's that below me anyway, Tarsha?
That's the chicken.
That's the
Oh, the chicken. Okay,
The
hey there,
chicken.
chicken.
I'm wondering if my mic is gonna pick up on any of the thunder in the background because it's it's going pretty crazy over here with the thunderstorms.
Oh, okay. If you have to mute it every so often, you can.
Uh,
But I'll let you know if I hear anything. Oh, thank you, Barbecue Rockstar. Thank you so much.
And
Yeah,
Barbecue Roxa, how
most
you doing? I
time.
heard you had some issues, some health issues. Hope everything's okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's doing okay. Let us know exactly, if you're doing okay. I know I seen you on a few lives, but I had sent you commented on one of your lives. I think you was recovering in the hospital, possibly. Wishing you well, telling you I miss you.
Yeah, wishing you well.
Yeah.
How's the walking going, GT?
It's going good. I mean, it's going well. It's pretty easy. I walk at a slower pace with the client that I have today, so that's why I incorporate weights. When I walk later today, I can't use weights because he tall and he be taking them high steps. I can't keep up. I'm 5'6". I can't do that. Uh-uh.
I'm shorter than you, so what am I gonna do?
I thought you was probably about 6'2", 6'3".
Oh no, no, I'm short. My wife taller than me. My wife like 5'9" or something like that.
What?
Oh yeah, I'm
Wow.
short. But
Well, I've
before
been walking
when we
because of you. I've been walking. So me and Lasha's been walking on the lives and just going up and down the stairs and getting
Yeah,
this weight off.
yeah, they've been
yeah
getting it.
yeah and then it's funny that Tarsha said what her topic is today because when I pulled up, my client that I have, he had to use the restroom and he
Mhm.
slammed his door in the in the bathroom door. He slammed his finger. And when he first did it, I'm assessing, what's going on around him, and because he didn't say anything, I just hear noise. And then I'm paying attention and I'm walking. I stayed calm. and that made him calm down. But I can tell in his breathing patterns that, you know, he was startled and scared, and then I could see blood coming. And so, you know, I always keep a bag in my car, so I was able to, you know, take care of him and everything. And then he told his mom, and she said, "Oh, thank you." Da, 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 da. So I felt great. And you know, when I was going through my bag, I'm like, "Oh man, I don't have my tourniquet. I have one, but I had to get a lot of work done on my car, so I forgot to put the tourniquet back in and the air pump. So I got to do that." But yeah, I'm glad that that was your topic, because I was like, man, I gotta get it in the car just in case.
Exactly. Let me welcome someone in. Psalms 146. Thank you for coming. And back to Barbecue Rockstar. He said he had double spinal surgery 2 weeks ago and he's doing better. Thank y'all. All right. And back to what we were saying, because like I was just telling someone on their live, I think it was Stardusters live last week, how it's very important to have IFAC, some form of um, medical equipment with you, and also having your tourniquets as well. Like I carry two with me at all times. So it's just not about having firearms and the ammo. You need to have your medical. You need to have um, preparedness on all levels. So that's something that we're going to talk about today.
Okay.
And can't stop walking, but love moving. I love that name.
Mowing.
Oh, mowing.
Yeah, he's a lawnmower guy.
Oh,
Hey, G Mama Groves.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Get down. Coco, down.
And Kate Kentucky
Damn.
Survival 76 said agreed. And Vision Preparedness said he keep 3 VFAC kits in his truck always. Absolutely.
what's that
Sorry, I don't
acronym?
even know. I don't know what that is. Is that
I don't know what the VFAC. It may be something different, or that could be a typo, but I just know it as the IFAC.
okay? Okay.
And that's one thing that I realized is, because I left my bag in the car,
Mm-hmm.
and it freezes at night. One of my bags, the hydrocortisone and the other things like that, it's messed up because it done went through a freeze and then warmed up and all of that. So
Mm-hmm.
I got to replace it. And I got to start bringing that in at the end of the night or something. I got to do something different, because, you know, if I had to use that bag besides the one that I carry with me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because it's on my go bag that's in a position in my car. Yeah, that would have been
Right.
different.
I keep one on my range bag. I keep one in my go bag. I keep one in the vehicle, and I keep one in the house. And
I don't have
Vision
anything in my
Preparedness
car.
said
Oh, sorry.
his is called the Vision First Aid Kit. And he told me, come
Okay.
on, y'all.
Listen, I just know first aid. I don't know all these other stuff. But I did get my that thing for overdoses. The pharmacy gave
Mhm.
me a free one.
Oh,
I got
wow.
the needle one because the inhaler one was out of stock. I have
Mhm.
my gloves. I have and I'm getting that mask for CPR, so I don't have to put my mouth on strangers. So I
Right.
got that, and you know, that those I have a few things, and for a small first aid kit, bandages, alcohol, you know,
Mhm.
sprays and stuff, scissors, but I don't have a full kit. No, I'm still working on that.
All right. Yeah. You can check. I know some people who do sell them. They put them together. They purchase a kit and then they add extra to it,
Okay.
because some of the kits that they do sell, it doesn't have everything that you need unless you go to someone who is in the medical field that would have all that, and it would cost you. I think this one particular doctor was selling for like 150 to 175 a kit.
For what? Sorry.
it had numerous items in there. I can't remember everything that was in there.
Like my job at my company at one point was to do the audits for like the first aid kit. So every so often you have to count all the band-aids, you got to count the kit. And I'm not paying for that. I'll just do the kit myself because I know they're overcharged. Like I know how much it costs to make the kit versus how much they're charging me. So I'm going to buy all the components and just put it together in a toolbox myself.
Right.
But that's just too expensive. $150. Well, for me, I think it's too much.
Yeah. Hey, Nina with Running Over Gardening Live. And the chicken said he lost power.
Okay. And hey, I think I see Kettle Kitchen in there as well.
And Black Poindexter said keep multiple IFACs as well. Absolutely. And I was telling them the other day how, hey, Wally, how you doing?
Hey, Wally.
And hey,
Hey,
FR
Cottonwood
Humphrey.
Hey, FR Humphrey.
Hey, Raquel with Cottonwood Ranch. Hey, Tony with Kettle Kitchen. How you doing?
Nice to see you.
And like I was telling them before, I went to, did I say hey to you, Wally?
I think we just did, but hey, Wally.
I was in Orlando, Florida. Accident happened right in front of me. Hey, Bougie, how you doing? Glad you can make it. But I was in Orlando back in June. Like I say, I carry IFACs with me everywhere. An accident happened where it was right in front of me and the vehicle was flipping. It could have just flipped on top of me and my cousin. Knowing that I had the necessary medical items, we jumped out the vehicle, render aid to those in need. And when the ambulance, the fire department, the police showed up, they were shocked that people were bandaged up, head wounds and all, because I had everything with me. And people who stopped to see what was going on, they was asking me, where did you get this from? And how can I get it? They was like, I need to carry this with me as well. I said, it's all part of my training, with me being a firearm instructor. But it had me feeling a certain way because I'm like, me having this, I save lives. You stopping when someone is bleeding, and the first thing to come to your mind is to stop that bleed. And that's what they train us to do, is stop the bleed, because those seconds do count.
Well, when I was in an accident, I was watching the accident. I was at the scene. It took at least 20 minutes for the police and the fire department, never mind the ambulance, to get there. So that was like crucial time.
Absolutely.
So it's very important.
Absolutely. And it took them probably about 10 minutes to get there because everybody was running around like panicking. Don't know what to do. And then people started grabbing my bag, actually, like trying to figure out what they can grab to go take care, because it was multiple vehicles. It was multiple vehicles involved. And it was several people that were hurt. And some people were still stuck in their vehicles when the cops came and the ambulance. They had to cut one guy out. So that was a scary moment, but I felt better knowing that I had the necessary items to save lives. So that's just one of the components of being prepared. Let me see who came in. Panchuco, thank you for coming. I appreciate your support. And like Carbon Q has sent me a link to YouTube maybe about a few minutes before I started my live. And it was with Locks and Loaded, and was it North Florida?
Yeah, I saw it on her community tab. Yeah,
North Florida, because I follow them on what is it? Instagram. I follow North Florida Tactical Training. and I guess he's prior military, but I do follow them, and they was really talking about the exact same thing. So having those necessary skills to save people's lives, even if it's just if it's your family or it's people in your community. Hey, Caucasian Sasquatch, how you doing? Thank you for coming.
What was that? Chess? Sorry.
Go ahead.
What was that on the screen? Chess
The chest
something?
seal?
Yeah. What is it?
Where's
I
that
don't
at?
know. You had it on you popped it up on your screen at one point, but I didn't say nothing then.
I don't
Somebody
know.
had put something and chest seals. I don't know what it was.
Okay, yeah, the tourniquets and chest seals. The chest seals, you can actually cover that hole in the chest. So
Okay.
you stopping the bleed of that hole in that chest area.
Okay. I just screenshot it so I can do a little bit more research now. Okay.
He said he
Thank
had
you.
to wait 2 months to get cat tourniquets and chest seals. That was recently? Because I wonder if that was during, the...
No, I think it's recent because people are saying that the medical supplies are kind of on back order.
Wow, I did not know that.
So
Yeah,
get your stuff now before you really need them.
Yeah, and
Hey,
see, I
Beverly.
had purchased one for everyone, my immediate family, to have in their vehicle. Hey, Teresa, Miss Teresa, how you doing? Thank you for coming. Hey, Gary with Belt Loop 29. Hey, Big Matt with Outdoors with Big Matt. How you doing?
Hey, Big Matt.
You all, if you want your links dropped, please type triple threat in the chat and Nightbot will drop your link. And Carbon Q said a lot of medical preps and materials are made out of the USA. Get what you can. Right. If you have to frequent CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, anywhere on Amazon, get as much gauze, any type of packing gauze, because any compression bandages, you want to get the chest seals, you want to get everything. And I will, if anybody want, I can email you a list of items that you would need to go into your IFAC. He took the NFTTG training. Tell us what that training is, Carbon Q.
I think she was talking about that Black Poindexter took it. So I think he's in the chat. Maybe
The North Florida. Okay, the North Florida tactical training. Okay.
Sorry,
help to train the National Guard for emergency purposes. That's awesome, Miss Teresa. That's truly awesome. Hey, my Renaissance grandmama. Thank you for coming. Let's see. Get quality chest seals and Cat 7 tourniquets. That's what Kentucky Survival said. Envision protection. Hey, Miss Susan with Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. How you doing?
I'm doing all right if these dogs will settle down.
I know I heard you. You're like, shut up.
Yeah, I was turning the mic off because she was barking and barking. There's nothing here to bark at. Our neighbors are gone.
They are.
Yeah. I was going to suggest getting some first aid manuals to keep in your house and in your car too, because in an emergency situation, you forget things. But you can go to that book and you can look it up really quick. A lot of times you can't even look it up that fast on your phone. So.
Right. Have those books on hand. Absolutely. Hey, Miss Nikki, with the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. How you doing? And like, if anyone wants to, the ones who on the panel and anyone in the chat would like to chime in on things that they are doing to get prepared, as far as your food, your water, your shelter, your heating and cooling source, your self-defense, ways that to be able to prepare your food, how you're preserving your food, anything that pertains to getting prepared. What are you doing?
I I'm making a chicken run and eventually a chicken coop. I'll
Okay.
be working.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm
So
working on that this.
excited.
Huh?
Sorry, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm not scared. I'm a little cautious because
Me
I
too.
don't
Yeah.
build. I don't build.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm a good conversationalist, but
Uh-huh.
building is not my. I haven't practiced enough, but I got to do it. Um, so I'm gonna be working on that for the next 2 to 3 weeks, because by then it'll start get cold. So I'll be able to. Sorry about that, y'all. Car was rolling by. I'll be able to put them in a position to where they can acclimate to the cold weather a little bit better. So I'll be doing that this week. Yeah,
Good.
because
Hope
That's
you're
good.
recording it because I want to see what you're doing because I don't know what I'm doing either. I have
yeah,
a coop built, but no chickens.
my wife, she tried to buy me one, and I was like, no, I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna build it. You know, I was feeling all ambitious and everything, and then I started looking at videos. I'm like, wow, it's a lot of work. But you know, I'm gonna have my son out there, and then I got to clean up the backyard anyway because the backyard hasn't been um, anything. Nothing has been done in a few years. So there's a lot of work that I
Mm-hmm.
actually have to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and tackle that, and I'm very happy. So I'll be working on that today because the school bus system is messed up here in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that'll give me a chance to. I'm losing money, but I get to spend time with my son and work on these projects. So I got to look at it from, that perspective.
Absolutely.
I was going to
Absolutely.
say that the American Red Cross still does free certification for emergency situations.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a Red Cross office in your area, I would suggest getting in touch with them and getting certified.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good idea as well.
Because if you go out and you just attend to somebody on the side of the road, you are liable. You have some liabilities in there if you're not certified. So that's
Right.
just something I'm throwing out there.
Yeah,
It's,
you do have to be careful, but they always told us, um, even growing up, you you want to try to help, but you just have to be careful. And how would I put it? You're not obligated. You're not
right.
obligated, but some people don't mind.
Well, see, I'm one of those that would jump in there and think about it after the fact.
Absolutely, because for some people it'll kick in for them to jump in, to react.
Right.
Yeah.
Vision preparedness says not really if your state has the Good Samaritan law. Not every state has that, unfortunately.
It would say that GT.
Yeah, we have that. I have to carry around a book because I'm CPR first aid certified with the
Hmm.
children as well. MAT certified. Just these little things that I have to have because I work
Right.
in the medical field. Um,
Right.
but yeah, yeah, we are Samaritan state as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Hmm. And Kentucky Survival 76 said Refuge Medical. I think that's with what's that guy's name? That big guy. I can't think of his name right now, but he has a channel. If anyone knows his name, so they can go to his channel, Refuge Medical. I think I can't remember how much
I'm
he
gonna
sell
Google it. I'm
his
not sure what
for.
that is either.
I follow him, but I just can't think of his name right now. But Vision Preparedness said they do custom IFAC and other medical kits as preparedness courses. Okay, so someone can reach out to you, Vision Preparedness, because that'll be awesome. All our chest seals are from North American Rescue. Okay. Hey,
But
Joe
I do want
Morgan.
to add into chicken hillbilly. I do think twice before helping people. I'm not gonna lie, because I hesitate and I pause and make sure that I want to go in, like get involved, or
Mm-hmm.
hang back and let somebody else take the lead, because sometimes it's a can of worms I'm not willing to deal with, to be perfectly honest.
Right. Yeah.
I used to jump right in, but not so much anymore.
Yeah.
No, everybody has their, their limitations. I mean, I'm not one that likes the blood and guts. So, but I have jumped in emergency situations at my job when I was working. In a heartbeat, I did it. Didn't even think
Right.
about it.
Absolutely. And Joe Morgan said one of that none of that stuff will help unless you learn how to use it. And everybody should be CPR and first aid certified. Even if you're alone or you have kids. Like I've taken my kids to get the courses, which is my sister is through the Red Cross certified instructor. So she teaches my kids as well. So that's something that parents need to think about, because your child could save your life one day. And you spend majority of your time with your kids. So that's something that is very important, to have everyone in your home certified on CPR and first aid.
One of the things that Madison County is doing in Tennessee is they're putting out the defibrillators in people's homes and businesses all over the county, which I think is wonderful. And they're training people how to use them.
Oh, that's good. And RG said, better than a book, take classes. Most of the basic first aid classes are free. Right. Get that training in on medical. Is so important.
And another thing is, if you are taking medications, have a list of your medications with you, or, if you have certain problems, health problems, have it listed with all your doctors and their phone numbers.
Right. You want to have that list in a lockbox. You want to have photos of you and your family together. You want to have passports, identifications. And Wally asking, prepared for what? And exactly. Being prepared for any type of emergency, any type of situation that may arise. You want to have your food, you want to have your water, you want to have your shelter, you want to have your heating and cooling sources. You want to know how you're going to prepare your foods. You want to have your self-defense. You want to have your medical as well. And the list goes on. And I normally have it listed, a website by the government called ready.gov that you can go to. They have a list of different emergencies that you can prepare for, and you will look up that particular, whatever state you're in, and whatever disasters that may occur in your state on a regular. You want to prepare for those disasters. So if your state is prone to have hurricanes, or your state is prone to have floodings, you want to prepare for those. So you want to stay prepared really on all levels if you're able to.
I grew up in Memphis, and Memphis is earthquake territory.
Mm-hmm.
And all the gas lines are underneath the river, right along the edge of the bank of the river. So if we ever had a major earthquake in that area, what can you do to prepare for that? I mean, it's a disaster waiting to happen because of the way it was planned out.
Right. Exactly. And like we went through a really hot summer. I haven't noticed, but you remember it was some years ago where people were dying because they did not have um air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
People in nursing homes were dying as well because their system shut down. So it's it's fall season. Winter will be here real quick. So you want to go ahead on and prepare for the cold weather that's coming. And I've heard that this winter may be worse than any other winter that we have already had in the past.
Well, me and GT are gonna feel that worse than you guys because
Yeah.
we in the cold.
Yeah,
And I
y'all
know
in
you
the
had a storm
cold.
last year in Texas, like the snowstorm, which to
Uh-huh.
me is funny because I'm like, that's nothing. But you guys are not used to driving in that kind of weather, and you don't have snow
Right.
tires, so that's why it was
I
so
know
rough
how
for
to
you
drive in
guys.
any weather because I lived in New York State for 14 years.
So you know how to handle, yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we've driven on ice. You know, we get ice here in the Mid South.
Mhm. Yeah. I
yeah,
remember
that's important for
that
you.
snowstorm hit Atlanta, Georgia. It shut down the whole city. People were on the interstate overnight. Didn't have water in their vehicles, didn't have food in their vehicles, could not use the restroom. So that's a situation that was, scary for a lot of people. And I don't want to be in that type of situation. And it happened recently, I think last year in Virginia on one of their interstates where people were stopped and
I
just
tell, I'm sorry, Tarsha, I'm walking over you.
go ahead.
I tell people all the time, put a bag of cat litter in the back of your car because if you get in, somebody had mentioned black ice, you get in a situation where you're off in a ditch and you can't get out. You put that cat litter down and you will have traction.
Right. And I tell my kids to always keep a case of water in their vehicle. I just have to have water because that's what I drink all the time. I keep
Mhm.
water, I keep wipes, I keep emergency supplies for heating sources in my vehicle, as well as a get home bag. You want to have
Yeah.
jumper cables, you want to have fire starters, you want to have the ready the MRE meals. You want to have all that in your vehicle.
And some kind of thermal blankets.
Thermal
Yeah, thermal
blankets,
blanket. Yeah.
exactly. You want to have it all. Keep pair of boots when it come wintertime. Keep a pair of boots and a jacket in your vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who live in a snow climate like I do, we have a shovel. Sometimes you carry a shovel in your trunk. If you're
Exactly.
stuck
I
in
keep
something
one in mine.
snow, your hands are useless in the cold snow.
Yep.
So a shovel, a baseball bat,
Mm-hmm.
to break up some of that, the ice and whatever you need.
Yep.
And the cat litter, yes, we keep in the back to add that extra weight on your vehicle so you can keep control when you're driving in tough terrain on the ice. So
And
yeah.
see, that's a good thing to do for those who are already living in those
Yeah.
areas where you all have snowstorms.
And don't use the washer. I don't know why people love. You do not use washer fluid on a cold vehicle. You're gonna just make your whole windshield frozen ice. Like you have to have a warm windshield. So you got to let your car warm up first before you start using. Even if it's negative 40 rated, it's just gonna freeze while you're driving, and you're gonna have another problem. So that's
Right.
very dangerous. So make sure your windshield is warm, and before you start, cleaning it off with the liquid.
And Psalms 146 said he's getting ready to can tomatoes or salsa to use over the winter. And see, I've been storing a lot of my garden a lot of my garden harvest. So I'm ready for the soups. I'm just ready for the soups. Yeah.
Yeah, someone's asking what state. I'm in Canada, Cottonwood.
Hello, not for nothing Homestead. How you doing? Thank you for coming. And Wally said it always fun to build, then to buy something. Right. I was just telling someone on their channel they built some raised garden beds. I wish I knew how to build because I would have built my own raised beds, but I purchased mine from Home Depot, and it would have been more cost efficient if I would have been able to know how to build it because they were just too much. Kentucky Survival 76 said he free range his chickens, but I have plenty of land, and that's so good. That's wonderful. I'm ready to get me some more chickens.
Well, you have
Yeah.
chickens on Triple Threat?
I used to. Yeah.
Oh, so you know how to take care of chickens and everything, Tarsha?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what's up.
I was grown when I had my own chickens, and it shocked a lot of people because I was doing it in the city limits. I didn't care. I was doing it in the city limits. But me now living in the HOA, I can't do it.
Woo! You chose a HOA, Tarsha?
Yes.
Wow.
But I'm going to move back out in the country on our land. So I'm gonna start my homestead out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in Ontario, Cottonwood. So
Vision
Toronto.
Preparedness said not really if your state has the Good Samaritan law.
That's going back to when we were talking about helping somebody on the side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
Storm Radios and Cats said, remember to read the cat litter box first before you try using it for traction. The bag will tell you if it's suitable for traction. That's true because we have so many new cat litters out there, and a lot of them are not meant for traction. But I'm talking about the old cat litter that's real
I've never
heavy
read the box in my life. I just pour it down. I've never read it. It's either clumping or anti-clumping. That's all I'm concerned about. I've never, to be honest.
Well, I think you would want the clumping so you can get your traction.
I know Always Gardening and Prepping says, shoot, they gave us first aid training in school.
That's Miss Teresa right there.
Yep, Miss Teresa.
I had it in junior ROTC and in Girl Scouts as a child, but how many years ago was that? I really need a refresher course.
Right.
Yeah.
And Runneth Over Gardening Life said that is the hard thing also. You want to help someone, but it scares people off because everyone is suing folks that help.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be in
the truth.
I don't want to be in a big city and see everybody standing around watching somebody die in the middle of the road either,
Right.
And that's happened too many times.
Exactly. And Vision Preparedness said it's Bear Independent. That's the guy's name. I just could not think of his name, and I've subbed to him.
Okay.
Yeah. Bear Independent. Steam canning some tomato sauce today. That's awesome. Hey, David. David Corey with Crop. Have you dropped your link, David? He said his website is under construction, but our email is on the About page. So if anyone wants to reach out to Vision Preparedness and contact them about some of those medical bags.
That's awesome, Vision Preparedness. We really appreciate all the information you've been putting out.
Right. And thank you, Belt Luke, for dropping his website as well. Yeah, and Bear Independent owns the Refuge Medical.
Yeah, I'm Googling him now. He's popping up. Does he have 2 channels? I see Bear Independent and I'm popping up Survival Dispatch.
I'm not sure. Also take the Stop the Bleed course. Yep, that's what I'm certified in, the Stop the Bleed as well. And that's something that's very important. They're putting that out more and wanting folks to get training. Hey, Erica Taylor, how you doing? Hey, Barry. Nice of you to come. Storms, Radios, and Cats. And Bougie Prepper says Skinny Medic has medical equipment as well. Skinny Medic. I heard of Skinny Medic, but I don't know where it is. Is that a channel? It's mandatory for my job to continue getting recertified for basic first aid and CPR. Absolutely. Yep, it's so important. So important. Look up CERT in your area. You get CPR and first aid for free. Because a lot of people charge $75 or more just for a class,
Yeah, they do.
depending on where you go. Because I just know my sister charges over 75. Wally said, if we are talking getting any supplies, get a generator. That was real important idea. Absolutely. A lot of people are putting more focus on the solar generator, which I do have a small solar generator, and then I have the dual generator. It's the gas and the propane, and I think it's like 7,500 watt. But they say you want to have more solar than you want to have for gas or propane, because if you can't get to the gas or propane, or if those run out.
Right.
Yeah, and that's on my list of of things
That's
to get.
on my list. Yeah, definitely. Don't have it yet, but I do have a gas, so I'll use my gas until that runs out.
And also a secondary heat source, because if the power does go out for an extended amount of time, you're going to need a secondary heat source. Our heat is propane, but it's also electric. So if the electric goes out, we have no heat.
Correct. Same here. Yeah.
Now, see, for me, a generator is not my focus. My first focus is like wood and blankets and things of that nature. I have a I have a coal wood burning stove or something like that in my living room, and so that's going to provide the heat. That's the biggest obstacle that I have to jump over is, heat, if it came down, because we do have earthquakes frequently here, and then we had the big one in 2018. But I got a small little generator, about 200 watts, that I carry around on me. Yeah.
And also invest in wool blankets.
Yes.
Everyone in your home, you need to have wool blankets, and you want to have wool socks.
And you'd be surprised how many wool blankets you find in a thrift store.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They had them on sale at on Amazon. I got 2 of them. They make you itch, but they real warm. I got 2 of them.
Exactly.
And they huge.
You can smell the alpaca. You can smell the animal.
So you can put a sheet or a sheet or something else underneath that wool blanket, and you won't be itching.
A flat sheet.
Right.
And because sorry.
Go ahead.
Now, layers is how we survive the winters here. We'll have on five different top layers and 3 at the bottom, and then we have 2 or 3 pairs of socks, and then I keep bunny boots in my car with an extra pair of socks and stuff. But that layers is what'll help you here in Alaska.
Absolutely. And I invest in those hot hands. I'm addicted to hot hands. I swear. I would, even when I'm just want to feel warm in my bed, I would put hot hands under me, because they just feel so good. I'm just addicted to those hot hands. I just can't help it.
Somebody had David Corey had mentioned quilts. Yes, and you can pick up quilts real cheap in the thrift store too. You don't have to go to antique malls and find them quilts for $175 and up.
Absolutely.
And make sure you smell the quilts before you pick them up from the thrift store, because I went there about 2 weeks ago, and cats and urine do not mix, and my goodness, it was bad.
Everything, and
it was bad.
Most of the thrift stores I go to have everything cleaned before they even put it out.
They're supposed to clean them first, but you got to clean them again, mind you.
You want to get it'll be going to the clean. See, I wish everything was white, because I'm a bleach douser.
I'm a bleach regardless. You're gonna see gray patches of whatever. I'm bleaching regardless.
Yes.
Period.
Period.
Bleach, straight bleach, because I don't trust nobody's washing until I wash it myself.
And Psalms 146 said that another good thing that's free to do is the annual certification from the Poison Control Center website. Yes, indeed. Hey there, Vision Preparedness. How you doing?
Good afternoon. How's everybody
Hello.
doing?
Doing
Great.
good.
How are you?
Enlighten us.
Hey.
Enlighten us.
There we are.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Thank you
What you said his
for
name was again?
allowing
Vision
me to.
Preparedness. What's your
Okay.
Everybody having a good Tuesday?
Yes, we are. We are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your name, Vision Preparedness?
Trent
Trent.
Trent,
from the
okay.
great state of Ohio, home of the Buckeyes.
All right.
Don't hate. Don't hate.
I love me some Buckeyes.
Georgia all day.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, bruh. I feel you. That's okay though. We got ours and we coming for more.
We have I don't know if she's still in here, but we have one from Ohio that was
Okay.
in the chat.
Y'all got
Yeah.
good conversation going on. That's you can't be too prepared. I'll say that.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
Tarsha, I've been following you for a while. Been seeing you around on these YouTube streets.
Oh, thank you.
And
Thank you.
I think I first saw you on Roaming Prepper. He had you on,
Okay, yes, yes. I was
and
on
I was
Roman.
like, "Look at that sister. She putting it down. I gotta go check her out."
Well, I appreciate you so much.
Hey, you know, it's good to see us doing what we do.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna go to your channel and follow you as well. If I haven't already, but I would double check.
I appreciate that. That's
Because
okay though.
everybody has valuable information, not just
I'm
That's
one
pulling
right.
you
person
up now.
does it all.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
true.
And it is, and I was just so happy that you popped up because I'm like, yes, enlighten us, give us some more.
Yeah, I was in a meeting because I work from home. So I was in a meeting listening to y'all and in this meeting, and I'm like, you guys need to hurry this up. I got something I need to take care of.
That is
So
awesome.
so you know, I'll say this because Vision Preparedness, we do medical supplies, custom IFACs, which we have our own kit we put together. That's why it's called a VFAC.
Mm-hmm.
And we do a VFAC mini. You can check out our channel. I'm not trying to do a commercial, but I'll tell everybody this now. Get as much medical supplies as you can get.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And we have a reseller that we work with that is freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a new kit we're getting ready to make available. It's a wound kit that is specific for stitches and all of that. And it even has a staple gun in it. So because if you get a wound to the head, you can't normally stitch it. You can use the staple gun to staple it closed.
Mm-hmm.
But get as much training as you guys can. I tell everybody that, especially to stop the bleed course, that's off the chain.
Yes,
You
that's
know,
the most important thing going on now. They're teaching everybody
Absolutely.
within the military
Yep.
and the medical field on stop the bleed. That's the most
Right.
important thing right now.
And it's a free class. If you go to your local fire department, they put those classes on for free. Take them.
And they Stop the Bleed have a website as well, and I think you can locate a location in your area.
Correct. You can. Absolutely. And you know, we're in the process of getting certified to teach that class as well. But that's the best class everybody can take.
It is. It really is.
We're having trouble just finding Band-Aids.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It's crazy. We've waited for months to get cat tourniquets because I prefer cat tourniquets over everything else, but because they're certified, we use cat tourniquets and the soft T tourniquet. Those we put 1 or 2 of those tourniquets in our kits, and those are the only ones we use.
Right.
So, get it now before it's gone, folks. Because
Yeah,
in my opinion, something's gonna happen this fall or this winter.
I believe that.
Something big is going down, and on the 2A tip, if you ain't ready, you better get ready. Like you
better
said,
get
Tarsha,
ready. Yes,
get
it is.
ready.
Like, I just got my case of peroxide. I'm a big peroxide and alcohol person.
Yep.
I just have to have it. I have to have the Hibiclens.
Yes.
I have to have the what you call it, the start with a P, some type of iodine stuff, that brown. I can't think of the name right now.
The provolone iodine.
Provolone, that's it. Provolone iodine.
Propylone iodine.
Right. You want something
I
that's
got
going to
cases
kill
of
the bacteria.
Well, I think they're
instantly.
getting ready.
Yes.
I think they're getting ready to crash the banking system here too. So y'all need to have some cash tucked away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've been fortifying a little bit. I've noticed that. We're getting some remodels on different businesses, and it's like the way they're setting it up. There's some kind of like there's some kind of blockage
in the ground. Yes,
I don't know what it is, but
roll down and lock.
I don't. I was driving and I was like, "Whoa, what is that?"
Stands. Yeah.
Yep.
They're not playing.
Yep. I know they had that.
They're not playing.
Yep. So keep cash. I told my wife.
Go ahead. I didn't mean
no, I'm listening, sir.
Interrupt you.
No, go ahead, Mr.
I was
Trent.
going to say, here, no, that's my dad. I'm just Trent, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm just Trent. That's it, bro. Here's a tip for everybody. If you have a local Dollar Tree in your city, start getting all your canned goods and alcohol and peroxide from there. Because in Dollar Tree, everything is $1.25, no matter what it is. Right. And Carbon she'll tell you, I do a Friday series called Mini Prep Friday. Everything in the Mini Prep Fridays is from Dollar Tree. Everything.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that. Yeah,
I haven't been to Dollar Tree in years. I need to go.
I walk out with cases of canned goods, fruits, vegetables, best buy dates 2024, 2025.
Yep. Hi, everyone.
You can walk in there with a $20 bill and walk out stacked. What's up, Carbon?
Hey,
how you
Carbon,
doing, dear?
How you doing? Everybody, how you doing? Hi, everybody in the chat.
Hey. Wonderful.
Sorry, I'm late. I had to walk the dog. But I was listening. Yeah, Dollar Tree is a great place to start, especially if you're new. At this point, whatever you can get your hands on, you should definitely try to get it because our supply shortages are running out. And that includes feminine products. That includes a lot of your cotton that goes into your bandages and things of that nature. So whatever you can get, and whoever has it, especially if it's made in the USA, you kind of want to support our economy right now because that's what's taking a hit. If you can, a lot of that stuff may be a little bit more expensive, but if you can, you should definitely try to do it. Hey, my family, how you doing? There's a lot of people that's selling things on the side. Support those things because we need it. We're going to need it in the long run. This winter is going to be something else, and if we don't have it, we're going to be, completely out. I don't want to curse on your chat, but that's where it's headed to. The more of us get prepared and the more of us that can take care of our families, we have a fighting chance. And with that being said, when you're prepared, you're going to have a whole bunch of people around you that are not prepared. So that brings in your 2A part of it. Get your training, learn how to use those things, know your rights with it, because at some point we will get to the point where it's without rule of law.
Absolutely.
And you're going to have to defend those preps that you have. You're going to have to defend your homestead. You're going to have to defend your just everything that you have basically from top to bottom. So you want to get over a fear of firearms if you do have it. If you take some classes, some training, get with a group of people, they'll start you, with something small and you can work your way up. Just have something instead of nothing.
And people get out of thinking nothing could happen to you.
Yeah.
Yes, it can.
You got that.
It can happen today. It can happen tomorrow.
Yeah. Old
Absolutely.
Wave just said it. Cotton crops are failing here this year. So
Mhm.
a lot of crops that's failing due to the weather.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, wheat crops failed down in Texas.
mm-hmm.
So wheat prices are going to go through the roof.
Yeah.
It is. And
Yeah, the weather has been very challenging for growing food this year,
Yes.
everywhere.
absolutely. Because me and Bougie was just talking about the red, gosh, I can't think of the red wheat berries.
Yeah.
And she said she had the 5-gallon buckets of it, and I do as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where'd you go,
Uh
Tarsha?
oh, I think she bumped herself. She bumped herself out.
Uh-oh.
Come back.
Come back, Tarsha.
We lost Tarsha.
Mhm.
I did that myself too. My own live. I kicked myself out.
I went to add you, Bob, and it
Here
just
she
kicked me
comes.
out.
There she
Yeah.
is. Welcome
See,
back.
it kicked me out. It kicked me out of somebody's live because I wasn't logged in. It hasn't done it yet.
Oh, okay.
Before we
Hey.
move on, let me say
Mhm.
something. Let me welcome some people because I am maybe 20 to 30 minutes behind on greetings. Hey, big chap, thank you for coming. We have Hugo Homestead, and we have the lovely Danny Days Homestead. We have X24 Reviews.
Hey, X.
We have Josh with Skinner Farms. I appreciate you, Josh, for stopping by. And make sure you drop your link if you haven't. I have someone drop your link for you. But type can't even get it out. Triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
Texas I can't even get it out. X20 reviews. Okay. Thank you for coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
could I?
anyone that wants to drop their link, just type triple threat in the chat, please.
Old Ways Gardening and Prepping came in also. Welcome.
Amazing.
Welcome.
You know what? My I think it skipped when I got back in. It made me skip
Yeah.
over everyone.
That's what happens. Yeah.
Okay, my fly family. Thank you for coming.
Hi,
I
my
appreciate you coming
fly.
over here.
Yeah.
And to Bob 942,
Mm-hmm.
Hello, all.
Hi, digging for help.
digging for health. Hey, Andrea, thank you for coming. And Randy at Missouri Outlaw, thank you for coming. I appreciate you listening while you're driving.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's everyone. Adventures of Kenny and Debbie, thank you for coming.
Crossover Paranormal Society. Hi.
Oh, let me see.
Mm-hmm.
My chat does not even show that. That is so weird on this end. It deletes a lot of stuff when you get kicked out because this is my second time ever happening.
Oh.
And I lost so much.
Yeah.
But thank you for crossover paranoia.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming. You all drop your links by typing triple threat. I appreciate y'all coming and
All
showing
right.
support.
Black Poindexter is in the house.
Yes,
Mhm.
Black Dexter, thank you. I think I spoke to you earlier. Yep, I met him on my Fly Family. Was
Mm-hmm.
it Sunday night?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yeah. Sunday night they did their first live. Yes.
And Rebecca Touched by Yarn, thank you, sweetie, for coming. And okay, back to you, Carbon or Trent with Vision Preparedness or Bob 942. You all was
I
ready
wanted
to
to.
say something.
I want to add something into this conversation. I was listening for a moment. You have food, water. You got to have it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One thing you need to think about and participate in is open carry all the time. I can talk about guns here. That's what I love about this channel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There was a case out in the peninsula. I live in Washington State, and there's a peninsula and then the main part of the state. A couple that were in their 50s, living out in more or less remote area, were murdered by a homeless addict.
Ooh.
Please open carry as much as you can. Me and my whole family, we open carry in our house because these folks, we're surrounded by the addicted. Here I live in the Seattle area, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're both in our 50s. Please open carry every day. Because I mean, that couple that just got murdered, I think the guy was a hardened criminal, and he got at him, and he took both that husband and wife and killed both of them. So I'm going to say it again. Please open carry, even in your house.
And see, a lot of people don't believe in open carry. They say that would put you at risk. But I love to open carry and I do conceal. But open carry is my main way of carrying.
Yeah, me too.
So I have a question for y'all then. Why open carry versus conceal carry? I believe that conceal basically doesn't, it's just like with some situations, you don't want people to know that you have an equalizer. So I don't want that to be known. I want it to be a surprise so that, you play stupid games, you finna win this prize. So I didn't see it the same way y'all do, where it's like, hey, I got it on me. I still believe that that's not the approach that I want to do, because I'm gonna make people nervous already. And I'm still a short guy, but still, but if that's what y'all prescribe, then, I'm definitely gonna research it. But why do y'all advise open versus conceal, if that's a fair question, please?
Okay, I open carry in my house and just outside of my house, no problem. Because I've had 20 attempted home invasions in my place in the last 10 years, over 20. I can stand right in that doorway, and the addicted folk can see immediately that this guy means business. You understand? That he can see it right now, that he's not going to come plowing into me without immediate consequence. It's that threat versus reward. Do you understand? They can see, even in their skewed judgment, that if he attacks me, he's gonna get hurt without a question, because he can see it right on my hip.
He got a fight on his hands. And
he's got a fight on his hands.
And then I hear some say you want to have the element of surprise.
For me, last summer was the worst summer we had here, and the senior citizens going to buy their groceries were being assaulted in the parking lot. So I started noticing that even the ladies, and usually they would go get groceries as a couple, and the man would open carry and walk with his wife from the store to the car and back and forth. That is a visible deterrent to where these folks that we're dealing with, who are going to attack you no matter where you live eventually, I know they will, because where this couple was murdered was a remote area. They're going to come to your home sooner or later. They're going to come there because there's so much dope in this country. It is unstoppable. Even with their skewed thought, they see gun.
So basically, because no
gun and gun, who would you rather physically attack?
Yeah, least resistance. I understand it plain and clear, and I guess they're showing. They're giving you visual. You have visual signs that the climate is chaotic, because here right now, we don't have that type of tension, because people are fortunate enough to be able to provide their everyday needs, and whatever pleasures they have, they're able to obtain those legally. So I guess because of your climate and your where you're at right now, then it's maybe advisable to show them, like, hey, you better bring it if you're gonna bring it. Okay, I get it.
It's our constitutional right to be able to bear arms in the United States.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you walk out your house with an AR-15 in your hands. I mean,
But we can, though, right?
But
I can. I can. No, I can.
Okay.
I can.
But before all the open carry laws, we had our house broke into like 15 times in 1 month. My husband and I went to the shooting range. Yeah. We got out and shot the targets, brought the targets back, planted them in the front yard, and wrote across it in big bold letters, "You are next."
Next. Yeah, I hear
Never
you.
had any problems after that.
Now, I will say this. With you doing that, if something happened, you have a major lawsuit on your hands.
Right.
Yeah, he's right about
Well,
that.
I thought
You have a major
we
lawsuit.
waited 3 hours for the police to show up one time, and I told the police officer, the next time y'all are going to have to bring a body bag.
Right.
You know, we were
And
living down
that's my whole viewpoint because I live in the country and I've got security that people haven't even heard of. So
Good man. Good thinking.
If you come to my house, I know you're here before you even get anywhere near the door.
Yeah. Good thinking.
And
you get on our road and they hear you before you even get on our road.
Exactly. I got African border bulls, so that is my second line of defense. And if you get past them, then you're getting ready to get dropped like a bad habit.
Yeah,
but you're right.
I live in the country now.
Right. Same here. So if you open carry, and that's cool. I hear you. I understand both ways, but I'm that guy. I'm going to get you by the element of surprise, one way or another.
Okay. Yeah, that's how my wife is.
Right. And I'm like you. Even walking around, I carry. In my own house, on my own property, I carry.
Smart man.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 360 days.
Yeah, we had a guy come
No, go ahead. You're fine.
We had a guy come to our door, and I'm home by myself during the day, and I took my gun with me. I just poked the barrel out, and I said, "What are you doing on my property?" Because I got post-it signs all over my property. You don't come knocking at my door uninvited.
Right.
Don't open the door for anybody that you don't know.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, I cracked it just enough. I had a chain on it, so it wasn't going nowhere.
I can go right through your chain. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm 200 pounds strong, man. I can go right through that chain and I'm on you.
The chain's breaking off and the door's going to smack you in the face and I'm on top of you.
Yeah. Well, it ain't going to smack me because it opens out. It's going to smack them.
Just make sure you know the laws that govern you wherever it is that you live, because yes, you're defending your property. Yes, you're defending yourself. But if you don't use it the right way, then you'll be incarcerating yourself.
Yeah.
That's pointless. You want to make sure.
Absolutely.
Here's how you
get that insurance.
Right.
USCCA. Get it, please.
It's down in the link in the description box. The link is in the description box.
Speaking of that, are you guys seeing USCCA free classes in your area?
Not yet.
Because they're showing up here all over the place. I'm going to one on the 29th for self-defense that is sponsored by the USCCA, and the classes are free. So if you can find them, take them.
I just know with being a member, having the insurance, you have access to all those classes. But I didn't know they was giving them out free.
Sorry.
Yeah, matter of fact, I saw it on YouTube or Instagram somewhere, and it was in my area, and I was like, okay, I'll go.
Well, I would like to say two things here is, if someone's at your front door and you're not expecting anyone, don't ever open the door for any reason. What you do is get next to the door and shout, "I'm on the phone. I can't open the door right now." When you say "I'm on the phone," that means that you are already connected to someone who's outside of your house.
Right.
That's a real deterrent right there. Say something like that. And and why I advocate for myself in my own home, open carry and around the area, is because once you get over 50 and that gray hair comes out, that makes you a target.
That's right.
Or no hair.
Be a hard.
Or no hair.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that makes you a hard target. Yeah.
Right.
All right, I'm done. I just wanted to throw all that in there. Good to be up here today.
I appreciate you as always, Bob 942.
Nice meeting you.
Always coming with some great advice.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep,
crazy,
that's
but
good,
you know,
Yep, you and me both. I ain't mad at you.
My next
I ain't mad at you. Hey, you know what I learned, Bob, about us over 50?
What's that, sir?
The older I get, the less life in prison becomes a deterrent. Okay?
Go ahead. Maybe I got 5 years. That's
exactly. It put me in.
True.
I don't. It becomes less.
Hey,
of
I
a
get a free room and bed and board and fed, and
Yeah.
He hides in a cot.
Exactly. And if I gotta protect my family,
but if you're in
I'm blowing up the block.
if you're in Madison County, you
Me
get
too.
2 choices. You get green bologna or green peanut butter. So that's your 2 choices for the day.
Protecting my wife and daughter. I mentioned on a live the other night one of the most horrible things in the world, and this gentleman up on top was there. It's like, don't mess with me because I'll eat you.
That's what
that was a serious conversation, Bob.
Hey.
That was fighting words conversation. That was like, whoa.
I've learned canning on YouTube, and there's all the 200 pounds of meat. You know? I'm joking, but you know.
Right. Some people
That's good.
my next dog is going to be a
Lord.
bull mastiff, and I'm going to name him Jesus.
And I don't know if you know Jesus, but I'm gonna arrange the meeting.
Yeah.
You want to meet Jesus?
Yeah. If you get scared,
all
you gotta do is
but I'm gonna arrange the meeting.
Yeah, all you have to do is shout out. If you get scared, and you just shout out, "Oh Jesus!" and here he comes.
That is hilarious.
I'm gonna greet some people that came in. The new Miss Maniac, thank you for coming. And always gardening and prepping has said, unfortunately, all these gang thugs are taking full advantage of it.
They are. Yeah,
they are.
Prostitution's bad in Seattle. I saw a channel. Man is bad. New Miss Maniac said the only thing we can open carry here in Canada is a bag of marshmallows.
Yeah.
And Barb's Country Home. Thank you for coming, Barb. If you're still in here, I know I'm behind on this chat, and I received your letter today. So, thank you.
They sent you a real letter?
Yeah, it was a letter A.
They sent you a real letter or email?
A envelope.
Oh,
really?
Ain't that beautiful?
She got some snail mail.
That's a wonderful thing. That's old school. That's old school.
Yeah. That's thoughtful there. That's thoughtful.
Only envelopes I get, well, they want my money.
That's it. Bill collectors.
And Urban Garden Chronicles said they can't even have pepper spray.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Hairspray with a lighter works real good too, y'all.
Oh, shoot. I like her already.
The one thing I just bought 6 flashlights that have tasers on them.
Good. Yeah. You see that stuff?
They're about that big, and they have tasers on the end of the flashlight.
Very good.
I gave them out to a few people I know that aren't proficient with weapons, and I've been trying to get them to the range forever. But I'm like, here, use this in the meantime, because if I have to come over here, I'm burning down the whole block. So
right.
I have the same mentality. I have the same mentality. I like this guy. I like him. I like this guy.
Like I tell folks, if you see a black Suburban, you are in trouble.
You know, when I was growing up, my brother threw knives, and I learned how to throw knives, and that saved our lives one night because we had a break-in, and I had the guy's hand pinned to the wall. He couldn't move.
This is the gel. The gel.
Yeah.
Sticks right to you.
I saw during the riots 2 years ago, Seattle, Portland, that this is what law enforcement was using, and I saw firsthand where you get hit with this stuff, you're done. That's it. It's I have this in all of our cars, and this sits right next to me right now. It's right here.
So that's accessible?
Right there. I
Yes,
like
it's
that.
right
Big
here.
window.
The gel,
That quick.
I'm talking about accessible as far as I can go purchase it, you know.
Amazon, my friend, Amazon. Yeah.
Some states might not allow it, but the gel is better than the regular.
But if they might not allow something, get some of these. Air
Yeah.
horn. Shock
those
them. Scare them. Get
I do that on the
that
phone.
instant edge.
Right.
Air horn, man. I haven't tried this yet for the
Don't do it.
Yeah, no, I won't do it
Don't
on the
do it.
show. No, I won't do that.
Don't
No,
do
but it's an option, you know.
That works real good when you get those spam calls too.
Yeah. Also, you know, in your local area, read up on the castle law, because I know here in Ohio, the castle law also includes your vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm in my vehicle, it's just as if I was at home, and somebody is trying to get in the vehicle to harm me and the family. Yeah,
I'm plugging in.
It's done.
Tarsha.
Exactly.
I'll tell this story again. Many of you guys have heard the same story. My wife is 5 foot tall. She's over 50. She works late into the night. She's tiny, very tiny, and she looks like the perfect target. But concealed carry and ECS 9S has saved her life 3 times.
That's what's
3 times, because they see her coming out of the medical facility all alone in the middle of the night, and here they come. Saved her life. But one of the times I'll tell you about is when she works with all women and the drama gets thick. So she would go out into her car and eat her lunch. And right out of nowhere, a guy comes from the back of the car and grabs her door handle. And we practice quick draw in the house. Yeah. Move left, quick draw, move right. And we practice and practice and practice. And that saved her life once, because the dude grabbed the door handle and he knew she was in the car. He could see her and put that 9 right at him. And there's it's not worth what is that, threat versus reward? It's not worth it. You're going to get shot. You know, if that door came open. The castle doctrine is the same here in Washington State. It's in your car too.
Yeah. And Loomis Maniac said they don't have that in Canada.
Oh, it's too bad.
Yeah. And Coy said carry the way that's comfortable for you to carry. That
Correct,
is
Coy.
true.
Correct.
You have to be comfortable.
Well, carry your pocket knife if nothing else. Your key can be a weapon if you're close enough.
Right.
Any woman out there, you need to have your car keys in your hand. I don't care where you're at. Put them car keys in your hand with that key sticking out, because if they come and attack you, you just go like that and they're done, because you'll have them in the eyeball or the ear. One of the two.
My cousin, she was in healthcare also, coming out of the facility late night. And, you know, it's an ice pick with like a bottle opener on the back of it. She carried her keys on the bottle opener, and she carried that in her hand. And that saved her once, because a guy came up behind her and bear hugged her. She took that down, jammed it right into his thigh.
Good.
Fight's over.
Did she
Guy's
turn
gone.
it?
You know?
Good for her.
Turn
Good
it.
for her.
Put it out, stick it back in.
Hey, devil dog.
My wife said I couldn't multitask. She said I couldn't be on there and drive. I'm proving her wrong.
As long as it's hands free, you can talk, right?
Thank you for chiming in.
There you are.
Coming.
Yeah, I don't get in trouble with that being right up there like that. On top of the steering wheel. Don't see me with the phone on top of the steering wheel. I don't know what's going on. I just got out of court.
Yeah, she said you had to go do your civic duty.
It's for speeding because something. Woman cop gave me a ticket for going 54 and 55.
Oh, I remember you mentioning that. You had everybody cracking up about it.
And it was all a money grab and stuff. It was nice and everything. So the only time you do the speed of not there, you make sure you're going to do them. Because they will pull you over for going just a little bit over. And you were taking $170 down the road.
You cutting in and out, devil dog.
Devil dog, we can't hear you good.
It's hard to hear you.
Okay, never mind then.
Repeat that.
Sorry. We're
We heard
getting
that.
every other syllable.
I'm gonna use this fella's. What's your name right there in the blue shirt? What's your name?
Trent.
Trent
Bert.
with Vision
Trent.
Preparedness.
Trent.
Your name's Bob. Bob.
Yeah. What? Oh, never mind. He's a yeah. I'm gonna use that one. I'm gonna burn down the block. I like that. I like
Yes.
that.
And,
I like
and
that.
I'm not playing. And you know, because I don't travel alone. And all I gotta do is make one phone call and it's on.
Yeah.
And we
It's
roll out.
on. It's on.
But I will say this, triple threat. I want to have you and Carbon Q in one of my lives. And I'll let you know because I want to do something for women and women's self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Good.
So
Good.
I want you two to be on one of my lives on Thursday nights.
I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
I would love
I'll get in
that.
touch with you too because I'm trying to cater to those that can't or don't really think about defending themselves and how to do it properly and keep their head on a swivel and situational awareness and all of that. Because, you know, I preach until I'm blue in the face, but a prophet is not known in his own town. So if I can have somebody with the same perspective or different perspective talk to the audience, it'll give them, you know, oh, that's smart. I need to do that. So,
exactly.
Yes.
My pleasure. Absolutely. Yes.
Katie,
Never-
you're talking too fast.
There's never a good time. Never a good time to be meek, mild, and timid. Never a good time for that. You know.
I see you up there at 70 miles an hour.
Digging by Faith just said something that was very important. I was going to mention that.
65.
Women that are often alone need to
see, you said vision.
look out.
What was it?
65 and a 65.
Digging for help. You live in this deep south. Oh, that's my neighbor. She said, I see people open carrying all the time. Makes me feel safe.
Yeah.
LOL, we're in the country though. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Where I live, we're in the same state.
Keep going down. She said something else.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the
suburbs.
Defense. Yeah, I'm in the suburbs, and we now open carry is common, very, very common now because of, you know, the drugs and the problems that it brings. It's very common now. You see a father pushing a stroller with a baby in it, carrying a Glock. That's normal here now.
Hey Nancy, with our treasure home,
ain't mad at
we
it.
teach you situational awareness classes as well. So I just wanted to put that out there. And Nancy, she's done that in that field.
Yeah. If you never took a situational awareness class, you absolutely should. It'll get you thinking different, especially when you walk out your doors.
Yeah.
Yes, and our treasure home, if you're still in here, type triple threat so your link can be dropped. And hey, Chuck, with Life with Belinda and Chuck, I appreciate you coming.
Yeah.
That badass 93 Sting. Did I talk to you earlier? But you always here supporting.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't see the
Devil dog. I am surprised that you can actually multitask. I am surprised. I gotta stir it up a little bit.
Speaking of women's self-defense, women are often alone need to look out.
My wife saying anything about me in chat.
Hold on one second, Carbon.
I can't read chat drive.
Hold on, Carbon. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Carbon. Sorry about that, y'all.
Okay, so Digger for Health said, speaking of women's self-defense, women that are often alone need to look out for black zip ties on the passenger side of the car door handles. It's one of the ways traffickers are marking easy targets. And
really?
Goes around. So if I ever need to use them on somebody, I'm gonna tie you down.
Now with that, if you see something like that, that's why it's important to have a pair of gloves on you or somewhere in your vicinity, because you don't want to touch those things. They have a chemical that can incapacitate you, and that's what you don't want.
Right.
Also, check your carts before you grab the handles because they hide straight razor blades in there.
I had heard about if your car is dusty, they'll write something in it or a symbol on it as an easy target, and I was wondering why my daughter was constantly washing our cars.
Mhm.
And then I heard that and I went, oh geez, she's up on it. She already knows. So that's something to be aware of too. Yeah.
Yeah. Always be aware of your surroundings.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Be aware of what is around you.
Yeah. Take your head out of your phone and pay attention to everything that's going on.
Never walk with your phone. Never do that. Never.
No.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I tell my kids that all.
Yeah.
All right,
I
panel.
told my son
All
that
right,
the other day.
Tarsha. I just wanted to say bye, y'all.
Okay.
Got to get back to work. On the clock. But all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Take care,
GT.
Much respect.
No problem.
Up your link.
And
Take care, bro.
all right, drop. Trust the process, y'all. GT out.
See you
All right,
later.
GT.
Okay.
Later, GT.
Bye.
Yeah, burn down the block and I'll eat you.
Yeah. You know, I was the other day I was walking with my son. We were going into the store and kids are on their phones.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's not paying any attention to nothing. And I said, give me your phone. And he looked at me. I said, what, Dad? And here, this is my 17-year-old. I said, how many people did we walk past? He said 4. 3 women had red shirts. A gentleman had on shorts and a crazy ball cap, and the other one had a horrible haircut. And I said to him, because I know how my son is, I'm like, really? He said, yeah, Dad, situational awareness. He said, I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds football player. You think I'm going to be concerned about anybody that walks up on me? I said, well, that depends if they're carrying or not. He said, that's why I'm with you.
Yeah.
Right. That's awesome that he has that situational awareness. You want to know what's going on around you.
Yep.
And they have that Cooper's, what they call it, the Cooper's color code. So you want to stay in the yellow and the orange or the red.
Not for nothing, Homestead said who teaches situational awareness.
Yeah.
Police department will teach you if you ask them.
They will. Sorry about that.
Most of them will. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Parrot's Eye. He also said they put chemicals to sedate people on it, so be careful of that. When you go out to your car, don't just head straight for the driver's side. Do a quick walk around, because sometimes they put it in places where you can't see it because they're tagging you for somebody else to see it.
Okay.
Look around your car and check it.
Great tips.
Yep.
We got
GT. See, this is the stuff that keeps me up at night.
Yeah.
This is why I only sleep 3 or 4 hours a night, because I'm always, what about this? What about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been lucky this summer. I've only had
Corsos are sweet.
Been lucky this summer. I've been lucky this summer. I've only had 3 attempted home invasions.
Wow.
Only 3. Last year was 9.
Wow. I haven't had any. Just trying to break the
Same
car.
Here. Because of the drugs. That's what it's all about. They all are addicted, man. They all are addicted.
So are you in the suburbs, Bob?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm in the burbs in the Seattle area.
Right.
And I was just looking at that couple that was murdered just yesterday or the day before.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, down the street from there was like a whole family that was murdered. Seattle, you've got the Puget Sound, right? Because the state's kind of split like that. It's gone from the greater Seattle area now. It's going around the peninsula to the more remote areas now.
Mm-hmm.
Murders after murder after murder after murder. And it's all because of the damn dope.
Opioids and all that. That's horrible.
And mental health plays a huge part on that as well.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
It does.
Yep.
Yeah. And we have someone who asked the question, X24 Reviews, as have any of you guys on the panel taken any training courses?
Yes.
Yes.
When I was in the military, yes.
When I was in the military.
My previous job, and I took some more courses.
I'm pretty sure Devil Dog did too. He might be muted.
Yeah.
I taught my wife, my daughter, my son, and then we just went to the range every weekend and shoot and shoot and shoot and practice. And then while we're shooting our own handguns and shotguns, we'll pass it off to another family member in another booth, so that all of us are proficient with every firearm in this house.
Excellent.
We also do practice in the living room, a draw in advance, reholster without looking. Don't look at your holster. You've got to know exactly where it is. Draw in advance. Then we practice as a couple is shift left, shift right, advance. We also did some interlocking fire where in the living room where no one can see what we're doing with our ARs, and we level down about knee level and shoot right through the walls of the house and interlocking fields of fire. You can never practice enough. Never practice enough.
Going back to the situational thing, being aware of your surroundings. When I was in Girl Scouts, we had a lot of rapes going on in Memphis back then, and so the police department came out and talked to the entire Girl Scout community on how to defend yourself in a situation like that. And the first thing they taught us was to grab the skin right below, right in the middle of your leg, and twist it, and you're going to bring somebody to their knees because they can't take that pain.
Yeah.
The spots where you can grab.
Yep, I teach my daughters that to get, if they are attacked by men or boys at school, because I don't trust teachers either, females, males, it don't matter, janitors.
Exactly.
So I teach them how to get someone off of you.
Yeah.
All the different spots.
I've got an advantage in my house. My wife is a Filipina, and she grew up in Civil War in the island of Mindanao. She's experienced, though. She's also a black belt. She earned that overseas, and it ain't the same training as you get here in the States. It's really brutal over there. But listen to me. She taught us Filipino knife, stick and knife. And with that training, it is all about aggression. If you're going to be attacked, and you'll know it, she calls it first in, first out. You attack first. You attack them first, because they're not expecting that. And when you attack, you give it everything you got. Everything.
And know what you got around you that you can use as a weapon.
Anything. Yeah, anything can be used as a weapon. Yeah.
Get dirty. I say get dirty with it,
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. There's no rules in fighting. Right.
No, ma'am. No, sir.
No prisoners.
You're right, triple threat.
First
get
in,
dirty. Absolutely.
First in, first out. When she was talking that about, using a knife, you attack them first, and then you just hit them with everything you've got. And as soon as you got them on their way to the ground or heavily bleeding, get out.
Yep.
Right.
First in, first out. Attack. It's all about the attack. That's just the way you have to stay alive.
And don't stick around.
No, ma'am. You get them paralyzed.
One thing I've seen on movies that drive me crazy is when someone has gotten their attacker on the ground, they want to drop the knife. They want to leave the gun.
Or they want to get on. Or they want to get on top of them. And now, if this guy knows anything, he can throw you, and you're the victim.
No formal weapon behind.
Nope.
Take it with you.
I subscribe.
Won't give them the opportunity.
I subscribe to the school of John Wick. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. I don't care. If you get up, then it's the zombie apocalypse.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
And there's a couple of places you can jab, and you'll put them right out of their misery. You know, just with your fingers or your knuckles. One
Right.
up right in here.
And hold on. If Numius Maniac, if you're still here, I appreciate you coming. I know you have to leave, and thank you so much.
Well, with Filipino knife fighting, it's called Arnis, Eskrima, Kali. They're all basically the same. It's knife and stick. Okay. If you're gonna go to a knife, the quick thing I could tell you is they're gonna grab you, they're gonna punch the hell out of you, and you got to be able to take it. And it's gonna be a shock to you, but you still got to be extremely aggressive. And they're gonna hold on to you and punch you and all that. But when you go to a knife, and I'm no master, but I'll just give you quick advice. You slice down low. That means you hit them between the legs and cut, and then stab upwards.
Upwards and twist it.
Well, no, you don't take. No, you just keep punching. Just keep punching like a sewing machine. The knife is ugly and it's brutal, but I've seen knife work done overseas, and it's fast. It's real fast. You know,
it's up close and personal. They're a predator right now. You have to now turn on your apex predator mode.
Exactly.
Ladies, don't wear the fake fingernails, because your fingernails are your best weapon. You can scratch deep into their skin. You will make them holler. But if you got on them fake nails, you're going to hurt yourself, because they're going to start popping off.
That is true.
I've been in some fights with some fake nails on, and I tell you, when they pop up, you don't even feel it, because your frame of mind should be is them or me. And yeah, I've lost a couple fingernail beds, but I was okay, and they understood what it was. So it's your mindset. Your mindset sets off everything, whether you're going to be a victim or not. And when you get into that fight, you don't stop until you feel you are far away from that threat. Then you sit down, and if you want to take a minute and figure out things out, that's on you. But when you're in that fight, stay in that fight until it's done.
Right.
And you're the last man standing.
Absolutely.
That's absolutely right, Carbon. Last man standing.
But if you can find you a penknife and you just jab them straight in, honey, that wound's going to close, but they're going to bleed internally.
This
and all it needs to be is about 3 inches. It don't even.
This is really all you need.
Yeah.
Just a little, these are a Mora knife. They're a little wood carver. I use this thing more than anything else. This is really all you need, but you got to have it sharp.
Yep.
Like my wife, when we were selecting knives for our battle bags and kits and stuff, I asked what kind of a knife, and I let her select, and she said, "This is a good one, but in honesty, any knife, any sharp knife will work. Anything.
Exacto,
you don't have to.
Knives work wonderful.
Yeah, you don't have to have like a Navy SEAL gimmicky stuff. Any sharp knife, and you have to be extremely violent. You know.
Exacto knives work really good, and they're cheap.
Let me greet some people. Miss Dawn Ray B, thank you for coming. And Paris I Photography. And he mentioned about you can sharpen the old car key and keep on your key ring for a weapon, for a weapon is for where weapons are not allowed.
That's true.
It is true.
You use anything within your grasp as a weapon. When you dress, try not to dress with too many things around your neck so somebody can grab it from behind and choke you out. Whether it's your scarf, necklace. No, I'm not talking about a thin one.
Right.
Be aware of the things that you wear, because you may like it, but somebody else is looking at you like, this is how I'm going to hem that person up, or I want to get them off guard with this. And in return, you look for that too. Look for something on them that you can twist and choke them out with.
Right.
Whatever is in you have glasses, you take the stem and you put it in the eye. You put it up a nostril, it hurts. And
it does. It would bring tears to someone's eyes or cause them to see the stars.
Right. Enough time for you to either step back, get your firearm, get something else, get out of the way. Retreating is not a bad option either. Sometimes you may be outmanned, outwoman, whatever. You just need to get away from the situation where your health comes in. Just being able to run a couple blocks, top speed, just to get out the way. Learn to conceal yourself. All those play a part in your survival.
If you,
I got
watch how you're standing.
For the whole panel. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Watch how you're standing too. Don't stand with your feet together. Make sure you got some balance with 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. So if they do hit you or something, you can maneuver. Because if you're standing with both feet together on the ground, they're going to knock you down. They're going to bowl you down.
Yeah.
Get in that defense stance.
Just real quick, Ray. I'm sorry, Dawn Ray B.
No, go ahead.
She says she has arthritis, so she's afraid to carry a knife. They have knives that are brass knuckle type of bottle handles, so it gives you something to grip onto where you can use as a stabbing instrument and also as a punching instrument. So just there's something out there for everybody for whatever your ailment or disability may be. You just have to look, and you'll find something that works for you.
Right. Two things. First of all, hey, Bob, you ever seen one of these?
Oh, a karambit. Yeah, I've seen those.
Right.
Yep.
I keep a karambit in my EDC bag at all times. I got a pocket knife also. But I got a question for the panel here. Why y'all so violent?
Because the bad guys are violent.
Because I've been attacked. That's why.
Why y'all so violent? I mean, I look at Triple Threat and I'm like, good Lord, I need this woman on my team. And Carbon Q, I look at him like, what happened?
That's part of the situation. It's never underestimate anyone. Yeah.
Right.
Because if you're a woman and you've ever been attacked, you automatically have that defense system.
I'll show you what I carry.
And I've never been a woman, and I never will be a woman.
I do not identify. I am a man.
I do not identify. I'm man. I'm all male. You know, I checked the DNA. I've got all the body parts and all of that. The deep voice, Adam's apple, everything else. So
even my wife can tell. Even my wife knows that I'm a man.
Yes.
She knows
Exactly.
that. One thing we haven't discussed on here is if you are being attacked, start screaming at the top of your lungs. Scream as loud as you can. The word help me, whatever you have to scream. Call police, whatever you can get out. Keep screaming because that's going to draw attention to what's going on.
Right.
True.
What's your name, sir? Sir
Trent.
In the blue shirt. Trent.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm senior moment. Like
2 T's, R, E, and an N. You're fine.
Okay. I
or
went
you
to
can call me
school,
Bishop.
so
you can call me Bishop.
Bishop. I like that. I like that better. Okay. Now, here's what I carry. I've got these. These are on all of our pistol belts. These are a Kershaw boot knife.
Yep.
And they're all located exactly in the same spot on our belt underneath the speed loaders. And just in an instant, I can just either left or right. And then I went above and beyond, and I bought a tool off Amazon. It's called the Work Sharp.
Yep.
It gives you an exact edge on your knife. And yeah, get one of those. They're worth $100. But let me see if I can show you just an example how that Work Sharp will get your edges sharp. You know. But it's like, well, I usually keep a receipt around from the cash register receipt. This will go right through it, just like butter, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, this is what my wife chose this one, and she said that's a good one, and she taught me the knife and all that, and so I bought and put these on every one of our kits for our revolvers, our automatics. They're all in the same location on the pistol belt. They're all exactly the same, so that wife, daughter, son, me can grab a pistol belt, and we're ready right now, you know.
Can y'all see that ring? That is a weapon ring, ladies. You can go buy it. It's less than $5. You can put it on. You can put the thing in the palm of your hand and just slap them.
Okay, that's a good one.
And it's cheap.
It's like
so if you have arthritis, you don't have to worry about it. If you can get it over that knuckle, you don't even have to go all the way over the knuckle. Just get it far enough down that you can slap them with it. It's going to hurt them.
I think I have some kind of bracelet the that gosh, I can't even think of the name of it. But
It's
I'm
like a slap jack bracelet. When you extend it, it becomes like a rod, and you can hit with it.
well, this one has that the 550 cord, but
Yeah.
you
It's not-
unsnap it and it has the razor knife in there.
Oh, okay. I know.
This is how we deal with our equipment in
Need
my
one of
house.
these?
This is the 357. It's the
Yes.
Ruger 357, so that anyone knows exactly what pistol goes in these holsters because they're clearly marked. And
Yep.
here's the speed loaders. They're marked 357 also, and then the same knife in the same location on every one of our pistol belts.
That's what you call
Commonality.
it. Stay ready. That's what you call it.
Yeah.
Stay ready.
After how many attempted home invasions? I'm
I
ready
love
all the
hearing you
time.
say, yeah, I love hearing you say that triple threat. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kershaws
I like
are really good ways too. Yeah.
Let me speak to someone that came in. I'm sorry,
All
Kenny
right.
Judette Watson, if you're still in here. Thank you for coming. And Miss Teresa may have left already, but thank you for coming so much. I mean, thank you for coming and supporting.
I
And
like that, Bishop. I will burn down the
Miss
block.
Audrey's Living Life said a high level of situation aware. She said, I have a high level of situation aware, but it's hard to convince others to pay attention. That is so true.
Yes.
You
Mhm.
walk around.
It is. Yeah.
We are conditioned to live in a bubble where everything is okay. Police going to come
Right.
to
You're
you.
absolutely
Somebody's
right.
going to come to your rescue. You're not taught to be self-reliant, self-sufficient, and
Oh yeah, the government will take care of you.
right,
Huh?
Right.
right.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
Right.
No.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Thank you for coming, Miss Dawn Raby. I appreciate you.
Bye,
I
Miss
hope you're
Dawn.
still enjoying your vacay.
Hi, Rip Curl.
All right. I'm gonna bounce off. Nice to meet you today, Bishop. And thank you, Miss Tarsha. I'm gonna
Thank
bounce off
you.
and do my
I
normal duty.
appreciate you. You come on my
Have a
These-
good one.
live of mine and give out valuable information.
Thank you.
He's a
back.
vehicle.
Bye for now, guys.
Tarsha, I'm going to go. It's
Thank
been
you so
fun. I'll
much,
see you
Susan.
tomorrow.
Yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow too, Hillbilly Chicken.
Thank
Please
you.
drop the link again.
Mm-hmm.
Type triple threat and drop your link again before you leave. Okay.
Okay, we'll do.
Thank
God
you.
bless everybody.
Bye.
God bless
Nice
you
meeting you.
too.
Take care. Stay safe.
Nice meeting you. Miss Tarsha, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir. I mean, yes.
What's it going? No, you fine. You're female. That's okay. See, that's. Anywho, what would it take for us to get you up here to teach some classes?
In Ohio?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh wow.
Key word is what will it take? Keep that in mind.
Not much.
Well, yeah, it will, but you know,
Yeah, I
that
don't mind.
ain't no issue. You would you prefer to fly or drive?
Oh, fly. Yeah,
You said fly.
fly.
Okay, that's
That's
fine. I ain't got no
like a 12-hour ride or so.
I don't know. Last time I was in Georgia, you're in Georgia, right?
Right.
Last
'Cause
time
I
I was in Georgia, I went through Georgia on my way to Florida, and that's it. Okay.
Yeah, I have family
We'll
in
talk.
Cleveland. Yeah.
Oh, I'm 2 hours away from Cleveland.
Yeah, I think it's like
Yes.
a 12-hour ride.
Okay.
That's a long
We'll
ride.
talk. I need
Okay.
to talk to my people and see what we want to do, and I'll reach out to you.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Most definitely. Absolutely. And
And
we will
Miss
definitely
Not
make
for
it worth
Nothing
your while.
Home. Miss Not for Nothing Homestead said, who teaches situational awareness? You have your concealed carry, but you can never have too much training. You can reach out to our treasured home and also look for some classes. Where are you located exactly? Because I don't know why I think you were in Georgia. but you can get with me as well, or you can get with Miss Our Treasure Home, Nancy, online because she's in Ohio. Yeah, she said email her.
Why she? I'm Vision, not Bishop. I don't know. Bob can't hear.
Bob said
Bob,
Bishop.
he called me Bishop. Yeah, no, I'm not AI.
I'm so glad you did run it over gardening life. I appreciate that. I'm so glad you did.
Same here.
Yes, the neighborhoods are getting bad. Some people are moving.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Big Tiny Outdoors. Thank you for coming. I didn't see you on the panel today. You didn't hop up there.
Our treasured home asked me what part of Ohio. I'm in central Ohio, dead in the center, the capital, the greatest city this side of the Mississippi.
That's right, BS. He said, just an observation I've made in my area. As things get harder for people to live, some people get desperate and will attack you. It's not a good time to go shopping for yourself, in my opinion.
Exactly.
That's right.
Food is a big commodity now. The prices of it are high. A lot of people are unable to feed their family. So yeah, you go
Correct.
shopping for anything, do it in groups.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We stopped. Me and my brother stopped my mother from going to the grocery store by herself. So he takes her in the morning or I take her.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple.
Yes,
Yeah, and switch up your routine. If you shop
Yeah.
on the weekend for groceries, switch it up.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Don't do no
Yeah.
night shopping, period. No night
No.
shopping.
Mhm.
Exactly.
None. And Miss Dawn Ray B say anyone near the Baltimore area, there is Free State Gun Range, and they teach situation awareness and self defense there. So if you are in the Baltimore area, check that out.
Mhm. Nice. Okay. Baltimore.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Wreak Havoc 32. Thank you for coming in.
Hey. Cheers.
Thank you, Nina, if you're still here. I appreciate you coming, and I'm so glad you was able to gain some kind of knowledge out of this live today. We had a nice panel today of
Mm-hmm.
um, valuable knowledge that we all can take back with us.
You know what? I do want to say involve the children. They are the youth. They're going to be your young runners and gunners. When the shift happens, train them, get them into this mindset. My
Yes.
fly family, I look at them because many reasons why I love them, but they're a family that trains together, and I think that's such an
Nice.
important visual when you have involved youth into this because a lot of us are getting up there in age, and we're gonna need all the help we can get
Mm-hmm.
when stuff hits the fan, especially when securing your home. So don't. They're a very valuable commodity in our survival.
Yeah. They
Put
are.
some work into them as well. Bring them along.
I got a question for the chat and the panel. Has freedom seeds went down in y'all area?
No,
Yes.
they're
Yes.
not. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I've seen them on. I have some guy friends who send me a screenshot of what Academy has, and the prices have dropped.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All our prices on freedom seeds up here have dropped. I mean, significantly.
really.
It's crazy. Yes.
I had to check that. I shop in a small mom and pop firearm store, so maybe that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's came down considerably on a lot of different cartridges. But the one
Hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
came down to the 7.62 by 39,
Yeah.
it hasn't dropped as low as I remember. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't been to the range as much. But going on these lives is just getting me back into that mind frame where if you don't practice enough, you'll lose it. And what Carbon Q is saying,
Yep.
it's one of those things where I need to reinvest my time into, taking my family again. You
Mhm.
know, so appreciate everything that y'all bringing to the stage, though.
Yeah. You gotta have that muscle memory. Gotta have that muscle memory.
You sure
So it
do.
becomes second nature.
It just that it was so high that it was like I need to reserve these. But now that we have
Yeah.
more, we have the quantity, the the supply has went up. Is getting me back into that frame where it's like, okay, you need to get back on it. You need to,
Yep.
practice, train, breakdowns, cleaning, all that stuff. You need to get right back in there. Yeah.
Right.
And Miss Dawn B says she have worked with very violent people and know what they can do at any given moment.
Absolutely, Miss Dunn. I know what you're talking about. They're
Right.
very unpredictable, and once you've experienced that, when it's time to go, it's go. There is no time to think.
And it doesn't matter what age they are, because I've worked with the youth
hmm
and the old.
The youth are more violent,
Very violent.
more
Yeah.
yes, extremely violent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why you want to get them on our side?
It's
Right.
crazy. Up here, there's a group, and now that's what I call them, a group of teenagers that are stealing Kias and Hyundais
Mm-hmm.
because they're very easy to steal. They call themselves the Kia Boys,
Mm-hmm.
and this summer they've stolen over 600 cars,
Wow.
Wow.
and they just don't care. And they
It's
sit there and they tell the police officer, "I'll be out by tomorrow," and it's crazy.
And that alone says something about the system.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like how are we supposed to teach our kids and about consequences if they don't actually see it, because when they get in trouble they get a slap on the wrist. I mean, some things, yeah, hopefully you learn your lesson, but I don't understand that part right there.
Right.
I know.
Exactly.
Growing
You and me
up,
both.
I feared my parents more than I feared anybody else.
Same here.
Okay, so I didn't care what police was there. Like, you don't have to go home and answer to these.
Right.
They are
Right.
nuts.
Right.
Like, yeah. And it was a family affair because my mom had
Yes.
9 sisters. Yeah, so it was like the whole 9 sisters you got to deal with when you got home. Who wants
Yeah.
that? No, thank you. I'll be home exactly when you said I was supposed to be home.
Yep.
Yeah,
My mom used to say, "I dare you to open your mouth.
right.
Dare you. I dare you to open your mouth."
Mhm.
Right.
So,
And Audrey's living life says she has a personal body alarm.
I'm not mad at you because sometimes yelling help if they have you with their hands over your mouth or something with a chemical on it. There is no screaming. You might need to just pull that thing whilst you still have a few moments of,
right.
Consciousness for
Mm-hmm.
somebody to pay attention to. Yeah.
Yep.
And thank you for coming, Rip Curl Readiness.
Hey,
I
Rip.
appreciate that so much.
Mhm.
And Digging for Help, thank you so much, my friend, my neighbor. I appreciate you coming and chiming in as well.
Bye,
You
Digging.
stay safe out there.
Yep.
And she's been dropping links. Thank you so much.
Hi, Black Guns.
And she called you Bishop too.
Exactly. Vision with a V. VISION. Vision.
EISION. I had dropped his link throughout this
Yes.
as well.
Vision. Bishop. Every time I hear that name Bishop, I think of the movie Aliens.
Uh-huh.
Every time you say Vision, I think of the superheroes, the one they used
That's
to play.
right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She said you pull the pin like a grenade and it sounds to high heaven.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
I have my girls keep whistles on them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my Renaissance grandma.
Let's
And
see.
stealing
Anybody
cars
can
is
see
money.
it?
People are looking for any way to make money, get some way to have something that will provide them with some money. So cars, your groceries, things that we probably wouldn't even think of before. Yeah, those are hot commodities. Everyday living items now are becoming hot commodities.
Is.
Yeah, people are sorry.
I don't know if Big Tiny saying he know where you can get tons of 7.62 by 39.
Ammo.
So you may want to connect with him, GT. Hey,
screenshot.
Black Garden.
Yeah, it'll be.
Gonna go
Yeah,
back.
it'll be I screenshot it, but it'll be. See, the issue is to ship anything here. There's a premium.
Yeah,
Alaska's not cheap by any means
right.
when it comes down to shipping anything. And another point, people are civil now because they can provide. Once they can't,
Yeah.
they turn violent. They
Mm-hmm.
become,
That's true.
we don't use intellect anymore. We start to
Right,
get to them animal instincts and stuff like that. So
right.
Yeah.
people,
That mama
please
bear.
remember that we're civil because we are privileged enough to live where we live, to where we can obtain what we need and want.
What we need.
Remember
That's
that.
right. Exactly.
It's like
And
that mama
it's
bear mentality.
Mhm.
You're gonna do whatever
yes.
you have to do to protect your kids
Yep.
and provide for your kids. Because I
And
will
and
do it.
Mhm.
yes. And as jacked up as we think this country is, this is still the best country on the planet to live in.
It is. It really
Totally
is.
agree.
That part,
Yeah.
that
Right.
part right there.
Right.
We have
Yes.
freedoms that people just
Yes.
don't see. We could be entrepreneurs. We could do a lot of different things. But go
Right.
somewhere else, you'll see what he's talking about. For
Right.
real.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Hey
As
Barry,
as
how you doing?
What's going on,
much as
Tarsha?
we scream and holler, I wouldn't want to live in any other country. I'll tell you that now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, Vision. My ears thought I heard Bishop, so yeah, I'm guilty. I thought I heard Bishop. My ears just saying as good as they used to be.
You're good. It's all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I mean, but I was raised in
You
Cleveland. You guys kind of going back to what
right.
y'all was saying.
Mhm.
Um, how many of y'all know your neighborhood really well?
Yep.
I
And I'm
do.
not just talking about being able to get from point A to point B. Do you
Yeah.
know your neighbors real well?
Yeah.
I
I
know them
It's like
real
that.
well, but
You
I
don't
keep
have
my
to know
eye
them
out.
like, hey Bob, how you doing? What I'm
Mhm.
Right.
saying is, and this might sound like I'm trying to promote, gossip, but I'm not.
Mhm.
If you
Mm-mm.
know what kind of neighbors you got in your neighborhood, this one over here, this is they pushing stuff at the back door. This one over
Right.
here, he thinks like I do, or like we all do.
Right.
Right.
And that one over
Right.
there is an old couple.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
And for
You
me,
know that.
I just moved out here. Yeah, I just moved out in the country last October. The neighbor to the east of me is an older lady. We
Mhm.
met at the road,
I'll
and
be right back.
we talked for 20 minutes, and she literally told me about everybody on the street.
See,
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
what I'm getting
And
at.
I told her, I said, if you need anything, I'm your guy. Yeah.
Mhm.
I I just bought a house in April.
Uh-huh.
Never lived in this area, and the first day I got there, the neighbor to my left came and introduced herself and told me about the neighbor
Mm-hmm.
that was on my right. And then the person in front of me, they was out gardening. And because I'm a gardener, I'm looking.
Yeah.
And then when she looked up, I said, "Hey, what you got there?" And then the next thing you know, we start conversating. So I
Yeah.
know
Exactly.
certain elements of my neighbors because they've the the six houses that are kind of close to me, they know me, they know what I'm about. As far as like I garden, they know that I'm about
Right.
gardening and preserving food and things like that. That's what they
Mm-hmm.
know about me. And but I haven't got to know them because I'm obtaining money so that I can buy things that I feel I
Mm-hmm.
need. I like
I ain't mad
stuff
at you.
versus money. So
You
that's
sound like me.
that's my
Yeah.
take.
So the money is the avenue to get the stuff you need. Absolutely.
Right.
I'm with you.
Mhm.
And I
But
think,
yeah, you're
I think,
absolutely right. Know your neighbors.
yeah, I think, maybe 5 miles might be pushing it, but it it would never hurt. Know your
Mhm.
ins and outs. Obviously, you need to know how to
Mm-hmm.
get in and out of your neighborhood,
Right.
out of your town, the easiest way.
Mhm.
I'll cut
You
straight
know what's
across the
cool?
cornfield.
Well,
That's all I got out here. Cornfields
yeah,
and soybeans. I'll roll in
yeah.
the truck and make it out.
I wish I could say that, but the farmers over here, I think they saw this stuff coming, and
Mhm.
there's I think corn up the road, and it's ready to come up. So
Yeah, same
Yeah.
here. The corn here is
they
ready to come up.
they saw that there wasn't going to be any money made this year, and I'm wondering. Well, I really shouldn't wonder because these people were, they come from generations of farmers. So you look at their spread, it's like,
Yeah.
this, it goes on for miles. But I live in a valley here, and I'm just now finding out this used to be a really nice community, and I'm probably going to get burned by this if anybody lives on my road knows that I'm saying this. Sometimes it's good to know that rumor if you can back it up.
Right.
If you know it's the truth. And I'm finding out just by looking around and being aware of my surroundings that this is not such a good community, and I'm thinking very seriously about getting out of here because it does not. It's drugs. It's bad.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Sometimes
I'd rather live in downtown Cleveland than here.
I got family all over Cleveland. Yeah.
I was born and raised there.
Okay. Yeah. You a Browns fan?
Yeah. When they're
You
doing
sound
good.
like me. Yeah, you sound like me. No, never have been, never will be.
It's like the Cavaliers.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna leave for real now, y'all. I got to get back to work again. All right, y'all have a good one. I can't stay away. I can't stay away.
I could tell you were serious. You start brushing your hair, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, I got to get back on the clock. All right, y'all. Appreciate you.
Bye.
All right, take care.
I think that's a decision everybody has to make. If you see, like my neighborhood, they're very laid back. Everybody, they're in the bubble where everything is fine. So for me, it's not an option to stay here. I think I want to move closer to where my MAGA people are going to be.
Absolutely.
Crazy. I'll be out. Hi, Tori.
Kind of what I'm
thinking. Tori Brain Games.
I'm thinking right now.
Ready for tonight?
Do your neighbors know what you're doing? Do they know how much you're prepping, or do you keep that under wraps?
No, I kind of did speak to my neighbor that's right across from me because they seem to be the youngest group. It's a large family. They have a lot of kids, and we did have like our electricity went out, so I was just talking to them. They lost something, and I had to give them a couple lights to find it. So I was like, you guys need a generator and a couple other things, and we were talking about some other stuff. She's into gardening and things like that, but everybody else is yeah. They, and if you mention like do you guys prep or something like that, they're like, what? What is that?
Right.
Yeah, and maybe it's because some of them are foreigners and they don't really grasp it. So like sometimes you try to have the conversation and they're just like, yeah, no, we're okay here. It's pretty much a good town. Like their trust is in the government. Like we don't have that problem. We're not going to worry about that. So yeah, it's not worth it.
As my grandmother used to say, because they canned all everything. My grandmother used to say, it's always good to have extras.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Audrey's Living Life said, it's sad to say you need to know your neighbors, family, acquaintances too, cousins, grandkids, etc. Visiting, making trouble. Right. I don't hang with everybody, even some relatives. You just can't hang with them.
Right.
Nope. You can't have them over at the house. You can't.
No.
They will take you out. You can go to the kitchen and they'll take you out.
Yeah.
Right. I love my family dearly, but there's some family members that will never be out here. Never.
Right.
And if they show up at the wrong time, I'm going to stand there and say, I'm sorry, I can't help you. You need to keep it moving.
Yes. It is so sad also because some of these, it was a case here in Georgia. This teenage girl killed her parents or grandparents just so she can run off with her boyfriend who lived in another state.
Wow.
Like you can't even trust your own child or grandchild.
Wow.
It's
I wish my grandson would even think about that. I'd be like, boy, I'm going to beat the black off.
Right.
I'm old school, like my parents and grandparents were. I tell my son, I don't care how big you get, I don't care how much you weigh, I will drop you to your knees like you were 3 years old.
Right. It ain't gonna be in the immediate family. Ain't gonna be no crazies. Okay?
No.
It ain't gonna be no crazies.
Yeah. I told him, I said, I'm gonna punch you like a grown man and see what you do then.
Absolutely.
And a lot of that comes from outside teaching your kids opposite of what you're teaching your kids in your house.
Right.
Having good dialogue with your kids, having open conversation with your kids. Like, don't sugarcoat it. This is what it is. This is why this is what this is. Like, just be truthful. They might be younger, but that doesn't mean they're stupid. You got to break it down to them so they understand it.
Exactly. You're right, Carbon. I mean, you know, me and my ex-wife were divorced, and our kids, you know, we have a plan in place. If SHTF happens and my son gets a text from me with a 4-digit code on it, he knows exactly what to do at that point in time, where you are supposed to do and where you're supposed to end up. Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Yes. Yes. Yep. And
yeah, I was asking about the neighbors because, like, for me, I'm prepping, but I'm like sneaking stuff in the house at night. I don't want nobody to see anything that I have.
That's right.
Period.
That's
I
right.
don't want you coming to my door asking me for a cup of water. Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm gonna act like I have nothing in my house and play dumb.
Right.
Right. And Rip Curl Readiness said, when my kids turn 16, they get an old crap car emergency bin for their rigs. They get for their rigs, vest, pepper spray, personal alarm, stun gun, knife, defense keychain device, and a baton. Then at 18, I add a survival 22 rifle. Right.
I ain't mad at you. Rip Curl, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yes.
That's a great coming of age all the way around.
Yes.
Right.
Survival stuff. That's great. Even when you're prepping quietly, you still got to understand, like, when stuff hits the fan and you're still maintaining, they're going to see that. They're going to sense it. Because you're not losing weight. Because you're not outside.
Exactly. Not losing weight.
So when that shift happens and you're good, you still got to go out there and play the fool.
I think that's why, you know, like, exercise is a key thing in that type of situation, because as you said, you know, suddenly you're not losing any weight where everyone else is skinny as a rail.
Right.
You know, get out there and do some, well, you may not be able to leave the house, but you can at least set up a place in your house somewhere where you could do some exercise and just keep fit, because you have to stay fit. You know, if you don't, they'll overtake you.
Right. And on that, have oversized clothes.
Yeah.
You know, and the one thing I like, who's Angry Prepper, Jason, on his Angry Fitness channel, he was doing, you know, a 5-mile ruck walk, and was challenging everybody to, you know, put your bag on, put your backpack on, and walk until you can't, until you get tired, turn around and come back. And I was sitting there watching that. I was like, damn you, Jason. So I threw my bag on and went out my back 40, which is all woods. And, you know, I get halfway through there. I'm like, I hate you, Jason. You know, but I do that at least once a week.
See, I
just
need to
to,
do
you know,
it.
stay in shape. Yeah, and carry that 35-pound bag.
Yeah, I love it.
One of my 2A buddies, he would go to the gym and have his backpack on the treadmill. But I need to get out and do it while I'm walking, because I like to get out and walk. So I'm gonna try to do that with my backpack.
Yeah,
right.
You want to get that. You want to get that uneven terrain in there. You won't get that on a treadmill.
Right.
And
you want to put your body through the pace.
Through it. I'm stepping over trees.
I love the fact that I got woods back here, because I'm going back here in the woods. 15 acres. Just
right.
You know.
I did a little bit of both terrain, concrete in the woods area. I did a weighted vest because you can't walk around with certain things in my neighborhood. But yeah, I got up to 8.5 miles, and my goal is to get to 10 miles.
This is the middle of Kentucky, so it doesn't matter. But I mean, I'm in a valley, but I'm up on one of the hillsides.
Oh wow.
The terrain is just crazy here.
That upward, that's crazy.
Yeah, the very top of the very top behind my house is something like 3,000 feet. But you better be you'll be hard pressed to get to the very top of that ridge. It's a good workout.
Yeah.
By the time you get to the top, you'd be like, I don't want to go back down because
go back down. Right, exactly.
It's just as bad.
Just lay on the ground and roll down.
Right, or, call somebody. Y'all need to come get me with a helicopter or something.
Yeah.
And see, I challenged my sister and a friend of mine challenged me to go up Stone Mountain, and I've done it the past 2 years, and I got to do it for this year of going up. I don't know if y'all heard of Stone Mountain or not, but it's rough. It's rough.
Right. Right.
But I made it, and I was so proud of myself. Even coming down is horrible. But that's like one of the ultimate goals that I wanted to do, and I did it.
Right.
Well, I tell you what, when I got to the top of the ridge, man, that view was just, you couldn't beat it, especially in the fall.
Right.
You see a canopy. It's like a giant quilt of different colors in the fall up there.
Oh, that's pretty.
The tops of the trees, not the the trunk. Yeah,
that after you finish looking at, you get a lot of clarity of mind. You put a lot of
you really can.
It does straighten you out mentally as well. So
it really does. And Rip Curl was finishing up on his when he said his kids turn 21, they get their personal protection handgun.
Nice.
That's nice. That's
and Miss Von Ray wants to know who all is up on the panel. That's Carbon Q. We have Barry with Storms, Radios, and Cats. I think Miss Dawn Ray knows you. And then we have Vision Preparedness. Vision, not Bishop, but Vision Preparedness. And Urban Garden Chronicles. And we had Mr. Bob 942 up here. We had GT Jr. Grows in Alaska. We had Devil Dog and
Hillbilly Chicken.
The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch.
Yeah.
Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, was that the lady?
Yes.
Yes, that's the lady.
Okay.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming in, Tori.
Nice. I'm thinking about doing a bug out weekend somewhere.
Yeah.
Similar to what Hudson Valley Preparedness and Survival does, and preppers come from all over. So I'm talking with him to figure out the logistics of how he does it, and we may do something in the tri-state area up here in Ohio or something.
That'll be awesome. That'll be really awesome. Here in Georgia, is some preparedness group here or trying to build I guess like a bug out retreat. Somewhere to retreat to if something ever happened.
Right.
And I'm gonna research it some more because I mentioned it to some of my 2A buddies. Like, we need to get something down south because that's up north Georgia, but we need something down south.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
And someone mentioned like you can do that on my land. I have 97 acres, but I don't know. I just don't know yet. But I don't know if I want to have anybody with us or have that many people know where my land is.
Exactly.
Right. And that there now and that's the whole thing. No. OPSEC.
Right.
You keep that private. Your private plans are your plans for you alone.
Yes, it.
And anybody else, too bad.
Right.
Exactly. Skinner Farms, drop your link again if you're still in here. I see you say you back. And Audrey's Living Life said, "Don't let your friends get you hurt." That's
Got that right.
Right.
That's right. Been down that road.
Go to food lines and give outs like everyone else.
Exactly. Yep.
And Miss Renaissance Grandma said, "That's why I want land so my neighbors are not close enough to notice anything about me."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And see where I'm at, my whole property line is lined with 30-foot trees, and you can't even see my house from the road.
Yeah.
So to be really nosy, you got to come on the property, and by that time, it's way too late.
Right.
Way too late. Yes.
You in the spider web, right? It's a wrap.
Yeah, exactly. It's a wrap. I'm gonna meet you where you don't know where you see me.
Yeah.
And the next thing you hear is a voice. Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
And Bougie Purpose said exactly, Audrey. I tell my kids to make sure they pick their, I guess, saying where their head is. Right, because I'm not playing. I will put their tail out before they put me in harm's way.
You got that right. Exactly.
Right. And Josh at Skinner Farm said he walk an average of 10 miles a day at work. That's a lot of work.
Nice. That's good. Woo! Lord have mercy.
And GT Junior Grove said, "Can you type triple threat?" I can post it real quick. I was still on his channel. I posted.
Sorry about that.
If you call me Mr. Trent again, GT, we fighting. Okay? I love that though.
Don't be too polite now.
He's being polite.
Yeah, that's I know. I love it. That's why I said that to him. I love it.
You don't call somebody grown by their first name unless they tell you to.
I cannot stand being called Mr. I mean, I know I'm 55. I don't need to be reminded.
Hey, and I'm older than you, and I definitely don't want to be reminded.
See?
Yeah.
Don't call me Mr.
Yeah, but all my son's friends, that's what they call me, Mr. Trent. And I'm like, yes, okay. All right. But yeah, I'm with you. Mr., that's my dad. I'm just
right. Hey, Mr. Henry Leslie.
On your panel.
I see you, GT.
Thank you for coming.
Can you go back to that last comment by BS?
Remember, opinions vary. I personally don't tell anyone to do a certain thing, especially if I've never tried it myself. You have a great channel, but some of the people on your panel have no business.
Wow.
Everybody take whatever information you take from here. You don't have to absorb it. You always do your own research and do what's best for you and your family.
Yeah, because I don't recall telling anybody you should do this. You have to get this done.
Yeah,
telling you the right perspective.
Nobody's forcing you to do anything.
Yeah, these are just suggestions. You can take whatever you feel could benefit you and throw out the rest.
Right. I always say prepping is personal. If it doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you. But it may take somebody in a direction what does apply to them, or if they didn't know where they can start looking into something. So
right. And what I do is try to, give what I do know that could benefit someone.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if what I say doesn't work for you, then don't let it work for you. And by the way, GT, it's all good, bro. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to adjust. It's all good.
Yeah. Knives been around for years. Guns been around for years, but my preference is guns.
Right. Like my daddy used to say, you don't never bring a knife to a gunfight.
Right. Right. Period. But some people do not like firearms, but you need to have some form of self-defense. If it's a steel baton, I love the steel batons because you can crack some craniums with it.
So they don't like firearms. But,
you almost made me spit out my coffee, woman.
My thought is force has equal force.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yes. Force has equal force. If you're coming at me with a firearm, my best option might be to fire back with a firearm. A knife might not do it, depending on our location. But, to each their own. You do first start off with what you're comfortable with and work your way through. Once you get confidence in one thing, you'll move on to the next.
Yeah, because, back in the days, brass knuckles was a big thing.
Right.
Brass knuckles, box cutters. I carried around a box cutter for years and still do.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Those, it's just a slick way of getting somebody off of you. having
Well,
that
it's
job.
funny because a lot of people are against guns, but when the trouble stirs up, the first thing they do, they get on the phone, they call the cops who have firearms.
The guns.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Because that
Yeah.
taught me when somebody wanted to cut they said I wanted to cut her pretty face. I was like, what?
Yeah. The jealous. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is real.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
that is real.
that is real. Yeah.
I've heard it too, and when you hear that, I'm telling you, you start looking around real quick,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
digging in your pockets and everything else. Like, yeah, there's gonna be a fight with this one. I don't know if anybody ever saw somebody got rip open in the face, or what that looks like, and the damage that can do. Yeah,
Right.
it's not a game.
No.
Yep. So everybody gets some form of self-defense.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever
I grew
is.
up in that era of I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on top of you. Go ahead.
I was just saying everybody gets some form of self-defense, whatever it is that you feel comfortable with, get it.
Right. Exactly.
Just know how to protect yourself.
Exactly. I grew up in the era everybody wanted a switchblade. Everybody carried a switchblade.
Yeah.
And they thought they was bad when the blade popped out, and then they got a left hook, and it was over. Lights out, knife on the ground. Yes.
Yeah.
I came from an era where people had razor blades in their mouth, took it out, chopped you up, and put it away faster than you could blink. You didn't even know what happened until you saw somebody holding their face.
Right.
So, depending on where you grew up, how you grew up, the atmosphere of wherever it is that you live, there's a lot to be said that people can do with something as small as a razor. So don't be surprised.
Yep. And hand-to-hand self-defense.
Hi, Romy.
Well, some people, they don't even need a gun. They know what the taekwondo or whatever you call those.
Yes.
Man, they will kill you.
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat.
I got a cousin. He's a police commander in Indiana and a jiu-jitsu master. And I'm like, okay, dude, you need to come back home so you can teach me some stuff because I need to know.
Right.
And, he did. And I was like, I'm going to just have to shoot you. He's like, good luck with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
You called him sensei from that day on.
No, because he's younger than me. So I just told him, I said, look, cuz we family. So we gonna just do what we do, and I appreciate you. And I respect you even more.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Audrey. And GT sound like one of my sons. These hands. My son always talking about these hands. I be like, baby. He said they don't want none. They don't want none.
No. So I
as a female,
here's what I tell. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
As a female, sometimes you want to talk to somebody. Using your words is also a very powerful thing. Just the sound of your tone can bring somebody's demeanor down, depending on the situation. You have to size it up and see where that applies. But however, he made a statement where people should get training. He's absolutely right. I agree with that. BS. However, you say where I came from, they attacked you from the front, the side, the top, the back. It doesn't matter. People are walking up, knocking out old people, cold cocking them. I'm sorry, that it was the wrong.
Oh no, you're fine. I was gonna say,
it's true. Like they can come at you from any point of view. You got to be ready for anything. It's not just one particular style because there's many different people. You have people from the military who are out here with a certain set of skills but have mental health problems, and there's nobody treating them, and they're out. There are homeless people walking around here. We're not doing anything with them, and anything can set them off because of their PTSD.
Right.
Unless you're trained in what they're trained in, you'll never know, but you still have to stay ready at any point in time.
Situational awareness.
Yeah.
And,
my son talks about, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this one thing, and I'm gonna let you have the floor.
Miss
Venezuela's grandmama email me for that list that I'm gonna send you, and I'd show you where you can get one of those from.
Right. My son talks about these hands, and I told him, I said, I tell you what, just don't forget this. I made them hands. So don't think you can raise them hands to me, because I own those hands and I will break those hands. And he's like, Dad. I'm like, dude, you know
I brought you in this world. I take you out.
I can take you out. Exactly.
That's what
exactly.
I heard that a lot growing up.
And then can make another one. I'm not yeah.
My son is a Marine. I'm small compared to him. I know, like, I size him up and I know I'm not going to win that fight with my kid, but my kid would never put his hands on me. But I also still tell him, like, don't get beside yourself, because that bat by the door, it'll take them knees out real quick. But that's my son. But when you're out in the street and you're looking at something, I'm not going to look at somebody bigger than me and be like, yeah, I'm going to take him on. No, we're going to try something else. But if that threat does come to me, I'm already thinking in my head, what am I going for first? How do I break him down to my size, or how do I get him off balance? And that comes with training, that skill set in stopping in the middle of a situation, staying calm and figuring out your options. Somebody said run. That is an option, and it's not a coward option. If these 2 6-foot people coming at you and you like 5'1", you might want to go ahead and run. They might even catch you because their stride is way bigger than yours. But
absolutely,
you have to go and figure that out. Yeah,
I ran many a days from 4 and 5 guys at the same time. Now, I may be good for 1 or 2, but 5 not gonna happen. So guess what? You're gonna catch me.
Yeah. And BS says someone wanted to harm you isn't going to attack you from the front. They usually attack from the behind or the side. People need training in self-defense.
Exactly.
Absolutely. That is so true, because they had some little trend going on with these gang members. People walk up to their vehicle and they're slashing the back of their ankles area. What they call that back there?
The Achilles.
The Achilles. They slicing it. They up under your vehicle and they're slicing it. So they're attacking you from the top, bottom, front, side, back, all of it.
Right.
So just have situational awareness.
Absolutely.
Before you approach your car, just don't walk and have your head down looking in your purse or whatnot. Observe what's going on around your vehicle, like they were saying earlier, Miss Andrea and Carbon Q, about see what's going on around your car when they said about those zip ties.
Right. Yep,
so
you're right.
Just stay alert.
Yeah.
Hey, the Roman Prepper. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Hi, Roman.
My man.
Yep.
And Miss Our Treasure Home, Nancy said, as a retired EMT, you better to have known what was on the unit to defend yourself, because some patients could and did become violent in small spaces.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That's true.
And Bob 942 said boxing. That's something I always wanted to do, was box. They used to call me Mike Tyson. Because I knocked out 2 guys. They call me Mike Tyson's sister.
All right, Mike. Or Michelle. How's that? Michelle Tyson? All right.
Because I didn't play by my brothers. I had one brother that was younger than me and one that was 11 months older than me. But that's one thing I did not play.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm going to step down. I appreciate you having me on.
I appreciate you, Barry.
Nice meeting you.
Videos and cats, and wish you well on your move and everything. Just let us know if you need anything. All right.
All right. I appreciate you. I'll leave you with this view for a second here. Just to imagine you were out here, training.
Oh yes, I love the view. I love it.
All right, y'all take care. I'll see y'all.
You too.
All right, take care.
I've had to fight with somebody who was trying to kill themselves. Now you got to put yourself in that position where he doesn't care about his life.
Yep, he definitely not going to care about yours.
He's not going to care about yours. That's right.
Yep.
Wow.
Bob 92, Arnis Esprima Kali. I can't even pronounce that, for the knife. I think someone asked about the name of the knife in here.
I think those are fighting styles, or
David Corey was asking.
Knife fighting styles or systems. I could be wrong though.
And Bougie Purpose said, do what is comfortable for you. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Audrey's Living Life said they have given information on training, but in desperate times, some advantage is better than no defense.
Yes.
Yeah. Element of surprise is my best friend.
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And the Roman prepper was speaking to our treasure home, said, I hear that true story. A fire lieutenant in Houston said his firefighters were trying to help someone and a bystander attacked them. The Spartan kicked the lady. LOL.
Good Lord. I know that's right.
Yeah, you got to watch out for crazies. If you're being attacked or trying to help somebody, you still got to watch out. Yeah.
Yes.
Our mental health individuals are very strong individuals.
Yeah,
they may look meek and weak, but they are not. You get them at the right time or the wrong time, you have a fight on your hands.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's see.
Show us you.
Yes, you got to learn as many skill sets as possible.
Right, or go for it. Absolutely.
I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
Same here. When you stop learning, you stop growing.
Yeah, especially females that have husbands that have training. Be an asset. Be an asset. Get in there and get your training too, so you can help them out when stuff gets crazy. Yeah.
Yes. Every man out there needs a ride and die. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Every man needs a ride and die. So
absolutely.
I'm still looking because a couple of them died.
Oh my God.
Let me find out Vision is a Black Widow.
I knew something was wrong when you said that, I was waiting for them to put the drop.
Bye, roaming.
Almost made me spit out my water.
There you go.
Hey, Auslander.
Take care, Roma. I'll talk to you. Bless you, brother.
Mm-hmm. Even this morning.
If you're going to be ride and die, you're going to have to ride and die.
Absolutely. Learn how to
ride and die together. Yeah.
Learn how
to was ride or die. Either.
No.
You're making it sound like it has to be both.
No, it does. Ride and die. That's it. If we're going to ride together, we're going to die together. Plain and simple.
Absolutely.
Right.
I got you, you got me, regardless.
That's
I'm
how
talking.
It's supposed to be. That's how it's
I know. I'm taking Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
As long as you're gonna ride and die too, not me in the front. You in the front, I'm in the back. You take the shot.
I got no problem with that. That's my job.
No,
I'm okay with that. See, I'm that guy that stands on the wall so the rest of y'all can sleep at night. So I get it. I got no problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, the Roman prepper said my youngest wanted to tussle, so I got her some gloves and beat his butt down. Now he is an MP and laughed, saying, "I still remember that left you hit me with."
I know that's right.
Absolutely. My son broke his glasses right on his face. He got to that little teenage sucking your teeth. I don't know who you learned that from, but unlearn it quick.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. And walk with a purpose. Don't look like you're a target. Step out, look around, look people in the face, and go where you have to go. Move like you have some place to go and you have something to do. You're not just, I'm here, pick me.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
BS, that is so true. That's the major difference. Being engaged with your kids go a long way. I put my kids in karate since they were 6 years old. They got training by my sensei. I'm over 50 and I carry always.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And our treasure home said her granddaughter loves bows and arrows. I remember she was saying that.
Uh-oh. Good Lord.
Yep. Hey, Auslander Jack. How you doing? Thank you for coming. I'm so sorry I'm late on greeting you. How you doing, Josh Skinner?
I like that. I'm good.
You had a long day.
They're all long. I ain't done yet.
Mm.
I just came in. I want to sit down for a little bit.
Okay. Well, you take care, Roman Pepper. I'm not sure if you left out yet, but I appreciate you coming and sharing some of your information. It was so hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, so right.
Yeah. I think he's doing it live right now.
Oh, I got to. Ooh, I got to get on
Yeah.
that. Bob 9942 says, "Stop learning, you start dying."
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's absolutely right. Absolutely
And
right.
BS said, criminals attack who they think are weak and attack single people, mostly women. In my opinion, just be careful when leaving your house. Right.
That's
I
right.
look at my video cameras before I even let up the garage or go out the back door, front
Right.
door.
Right.
I know what's going on out there. Even if it didn't pick up the motion, I'm looking.
Right.
Yep.
And when you pull into your garage, do not get out the vehicle until the door is completely down.
Closed.
Right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I ain't even got a garage.
That's even better.
That is hilarious.
You can drop them where they stand.
In a few words, he's just like, oh.
I like that.
Well, I appreciate you, Henry Leslie Vermont. I appreciate you going to do the replay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're still in here, please please type triple threat so your link can be dropped. Everyone, please connect.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich with Old Swedes Farm. How you doing?
Hi, Old Swedes.
That's my buddy.
This better, Barry.
Type triple threat. Somebody keep calling me.
Is that your ride and die?
I don't have one.
Yeah.
I'll ride and die with you, Tarsha. Let's go.
Yep. Same here. I'm
I've
riding
been
die
waiting,
with you
Josh. I've been
anytime.
waiting for you to say that. I'm sorry. Okay, Audrey, I appreciate you coming. Thank you so
care,
much
Audrey.
for all your
Bye,
input.
Audrey. Mm-hmm.
Bye, Audrey.
And our treasure home says she always open up that door to see before she look out and see what's going on before she open it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Miss Dawn Ray, I thought you was gone.
Just can't stay away.
I appreciate everyone. It is, and we are at the 2 hour and 47-minute mark.
Yes, you are.
If anyone want to continue talking for the next 13 minutes, hey, Lashes, I'm so happy you are still chiming in. Thank you so much.
As long as you're here, I'll stay here.
All right, I appreciate it. We'll hit this 3 hour mark. I don't went 5 hours.
Good
It
Lord.
might have been 5 hours and 30 minutes the longest.
Wow. It's a great conversation. I think the more
it is.
Have this conversation, the more it kinds of
right. Absolutely. And you know, we've been talking about the self-defense. We've been talking about being prepared for the winter.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to leave your home, I know a lot of people don't want to leave their home, but if there is a disaster and you are forced out of your home, you have to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure you are prepared to leave. Have what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Do the go bags. I have me and my kids stuff set up. We all have bags. I have them in little rolling bins. Have your MREs, you have your water supplies in them, you have your tents, you have your blankets, you have your heating source, lighting source, cooking source. Just have all that because you never know. Just like people who went for, like, what state was that? Kentucky that just had a flood?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I hear Texas is going through a flood right now. I'm not sure if people have to leave their homes or not, but at some point in time, you may have to leave your home. So have all your emergency, your medications. You want to have your passports, IDs, all that where you can just leave with it at the drop of a dime. Don't wait and sit and say, well, I'm going to just see what it's going to be like. Have that weather radio letting you know what's going on in your area so you can evacuate in time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's true.
Things are changing. When you think that nothing could happen in your area, it can happen.
Yeah.
What was that?
True.
What was that, Josh?
Mhm.
Fire starter.
Oh,
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
that is nice.
Homemade fire starters.
Did you make
Nice.
it with lint from the dryer?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
I just started
What?
collecting a whole bunch of it. Yeah, and it
Um,
spark up quick.
Yep.
I've been
I,
Tarsha,
putting mine
I, I
in the
keep a
garden.
Ziploc bag full of them and got a bag in every bag I got.
I would say I keep bags of them everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, same
I'll
here.
link to my video on that.
Just a few minutes ago, Lashes. Yeah, just a few minutes ago. I don't know if it even registered or not.
What's your page? I'm sorry.
Skinner
Inner
Farms.
Farms. He just dropped. Did you drop your link a few minutes ago?
No, I
Drop it. Do it again.
don't know
Yeah.
how. I'm not a moderator.
No, just
No,
type triple threat. It'll drop it for you.
Just
Nightbot.
type triple threat.
Okay.
I got to set you up as being a mod. If you just type something in the thing, I set you up. Aussie Lander Jack said this coming winter up there in the northern hemisphere is going to be rough on the entire world. Over 6 billion of the 7 billion people live up there, and 4.3 billion live in cities. So yeah, 2022 equals 2022.
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot of people, a lot of families.
It is.
Right.
And
Crazy.
Right. So be prepared. Have everything that you need.
Hi, Ryan, the Syrian TV.
you
Hey
know,
Brian, the Syrian TV, how you doing? Thank you for coming.
we all talk about bug out bags and all that stuff, which is a necessity. But we teach a class that's about what's in your vehicle. So what happens if, worst case scenario, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the EMP goes off? How many of us are at home when that happens?
Right.
So what's in your vehicle that's
Right.
going to help you get home?
Absolutely.
So we almost have to have, well, we do, redundance as a prepper. We have multiples of multiples of multiples. And I always say, only way I'm leaving my house if it's on fire, period.
Right.
Right.
I'm going to die on this hill if need be. And if I do, I'm blowing up everything. I mean, that's just how it is. I'm blowing up everything. Preps, everybody, animals, trees, blocks, the house, everything. Yes.
Right. GT Junior Grows in Alaska said my wife thought it was stupid until I showed her how to use it.
Yes.
I can't remember what we was talking about. I'm so sorry.
I think the lint from the dryer.
The lint. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Bougie Prepper said, that's right. You don't have to believe something for it to happen.
Yep, that's absolutely right.
Yep.
I posted a link to that video in there, Tarsha.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I just
Rusty bent but not broken. How you doing? Thank you for coming to one of my lives. I'm not sure if this is your first one. The old Swedes farm said if an EMP goes off, will you be able to even use your car? I don't think so.
Depends on what year it is, because I have a vehicle that is my EMP-proof vehicle, which I'm not going to talk details, but it's an older model vehicle that has no electronics in it whatsoever.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
I want to say, is it 1990 or 91 and older don't have the computer chips and all that in it.
Okay.
Okay. I thought it was the 80s.
It may be the late 80s also.
Yeah. I got one that's
my dad may have one out there. Yeah. I got to ask him about that. Okay, you driving. You're 45 minutes drive away. Hey, Bam It with Arthur Butler. How you doing?
Hi, Bammit.
Thank you for coming.
Good
He said,
evening.
yes, you got to be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
They owe him and his wife over there. They're ready.
Yeah. In your EDC, throw in a couple of those IOStat tablets just in case if you're driving like 45 minutes.
Right. And Don Ray B said, I need to get my get home bag together. So many things to do though. Yeah, you have to have it.
Yeah.
I will feel naked if I didn't have all the stuff I have in my vehicle.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got so much stuff under the seats in my truck. I mean, it just, yeah. So here's a quick thing to think about. So if you're at work and you know the comment that said they're 45 minutes away, know how many miles you are from work, because the average person with average conditions can only walk 3 miles in 1 hour. So now if you drop chaos and confusion and looting on top of that, it may take you a day to get home safely. So do you have everything with you that's going to help you get home safely in that time frame?
Right.
It's crazy.
It is. It is. It's really scary though.
Yeah.
That's why I prefer not to live in a big city. I just can't do
Right.
it.
Same here. I moved out the burbs. I was like, nope, I got to go. And everybody thinks I'm crazy. But I'm like, that's okay. When crazy happens, you'll be heading to my house.
Exactly.
And if you come to my house, you better bring with you everything you have.
Right. You got
Or
to.
you will not get in.
You got to contribute something.
Yes. Yep. There's only one person in our group that does not have to contribute anything because he's a doctor.
Okay.
That's a skill.
Yeah, that's a skill. So we prep for him and his wife.
Right.
Yeah.
You want somebody with medical training.
Absolutely.
Yes. And GT Junior Grows in Alaska said, being in Alaska, the plan is to bug in.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be out there in the snow trying to bug out. Oh no.
No. That's why I'm bugging in. I've got, plywood and all of that stuff to board up all the windows and doors and set my traps and booby traps and everything else. I'm ready. I'm waiting.
I love booby traps.
Yes. Oh, I got some crazy booby traps.
You do?
Yes. Yes.
You know what's a funny movie to watch, but you can learn a lot from it, Home Alone?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Yep.
Without a doubt. I mean, it's simple stuff where you could take, 3-inch nails and drive them through a garden hose at a diagonal and just stretch it across the front yard.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Somebody step on that, yeah, you'll know it. And so will they.
And AUS Lander Jack said, just say the in-laws when you boom it all up. You don't want them bugging you on the other side. Too.
Right. No. Well, that's true. I don't have no in-laws because I need a ride and die first. Then we'll have a conversation about the in-laws.
Okay, Rusty, you've been here in my live. I appreciate you so much.
Nice.
And Skinner Farm said, I have no older vehicle that would go anywhere I've ever put it that doesn't have any computer garbage in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
I put that in mud hole you wouldn't believe.
Nice.
Stopping her. But that's what it was built for. That's what I built that one myself. So.
Right.
Awesome.
So we talking distributor caps and the whole 9.
Yep.
Exactly. That's right. That's absolutely right. Yes.
I used to go around fire order off the top of my head, but I can't do it right now.
Right. Yeah.
That's good.
Yep. I'm with you. Same here.
Skinner, wherever you are in your house or wherever that is like the perfect torture chamber. It's just
You know what, Carvin?
I
was thinking the same thing.
It is perfect. Even the light, like
I know, there's a one light in the corner.
Right.
Yeah, like the movie Saw.
It was up there, but it started smoking one night, so I unhooked it. I just ain't put a new light up yet. And I got one.
That's perfect.
I got 6 lights down in this room, and I can lock that door.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4. 6 windows are all blocked up, covered up.
Nice.
They wander in on your land. You got to question them before you kill them.
Perfect.
We got pigs. I mean, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah. Need to know how many more are you, where you came from, what y'all doing.
Right. Exactly.
Get some info right quick.
Yeah, make them drive right by like, I don't want to go there. Exactly. I'm with you. I'm like, not that house. I watch too much TV. No, we don't just keep right on going.
And Miss Dawn Ray says she's an older, out of shape lady, and it's 45 minutes through the West Virginia mountains. It'll take her days to walk home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I started walking in 2020, and I got up to 6 miles is the longest, but I was sticking at 5 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing that in an hour, maybe 15 an hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
So I done fell off some, but I'm jumping back on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It happens. You get fatigued.
You
get fatigued, especially if you're getting up there with age or you have old injuries.
Right.
Time to rest and get back out there in the field. But
yep. And I'm surprised because like I'm working with a disability as far as having MS, so my legs get like jello after a certain point, and I know that I got to get to the house.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah,
I'm trying to push harder.
Yeah, but you understand that, and you pivot and prepare for that and deal with it. That's the whole goal. Know your limitations and what to do to push through it and keep going. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And our treasure home said, Vision, you would get along with my son so well.
That's good. And that's the other thing about being around people like mine. It gives you a little bit of chance to just relax a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because I don't want nobody to be sitting over there in the corner crying and shivering.
No.
You have to go.
Yeah. I don't know what to say when you start crying. I just be like, you okay?
Oh, I know what to say.
Like, woo, stop that.
I'd be like, nah, you better man up, Buttercup. Let's go.
I don't know what to do when people start crying.
Yes. Man up, Buttercup. We got to keep it moving. Exactly. Suck it up, Buttercup. You're absolutely right. Yes.
No crying shift.
And hearing Leslie Vermont said 5.1 miles from the office and only go in once a week now. The truck is always ready.
There you go.
Yeah, Boozy. Woo.
Right.
And GT Grows in Alaska says, Trent, I think you're cool, sir. I will be on your channel to pick up some tips, sir.
I appreciate the support, GT. Stop by anytime, drop me an email, send up a smoke screen, shoot a flare, whatever you need, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I was like,
we
okay,
all
make the Nightbot move. I forgot I set that up. My goodness.
Yeah, by the way, folks, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Let's help out Triple Threat. That's what it's all about. We help each other.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And Don Ray B said, nice, Tarsha. Now that I've moved, I'm starting to walk again. Yes, that walking helps a whole lot.
It does.
It does. And you don't really have to go far, but just do it consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
You know, I made it a point just to walk to get my freaking mail across the street. So I got to walk down my driveway, which is significant. So instead of jumping in the truck and driving down there or getting it when I get in, I walk down there and look down the road, see what's going on, and then trek on back.
Right.
Yeah.
And like when I do go shopping somewhere, it's sort of scary even parking in the front,
Yeah.
because that be some of the most dangerous areas.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather park far out and get to walk in.
Yes. And now, now people know why when I go, I park away from everything. Like, why you park there? Why you park? Yeah. That's why you're not my ride and die, because you're supposed to know that.
Yes.
You're supposed to know that. Yeah. No matter what I'm driving. If I'm driving a car, the truck, whatever, I'm never parking up front close just so you can get out. Now, I'll drive up there and drop you off, or you can hold my hand, smile, and we can walk together. Either way it goes. Get over it. So, in case y'all didn't know, I don't like people. I don't like people. So, yeah.
I don't either, so I'm right there with you, buddy.
Right, exactly. But I'm like, I don't like people.
And I can really see that in you, Josh. I really can.
That's the second full sentence he said, so I believe him. I believe
him. Hard to crack. You got to put some work in just to get something out of him.
Yes, I believe it, Josh. I'm with you. Yes.
Josh, my buddy.
Uh-huh.
He's probably a big old teddy bear under all of that. When you
He is. He really is. We're born on the same day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oslander Jack says, I've been in all sorts of places, and my one and only theory for the coming times is if you can't hear your neighbor's dog barking when it's not downwind, you are living too close to other people.
That's truth.
Yeah. And Miss Nancy at Our Treasure Home said, yes, exactly. Know your limitations and how to work around them and with them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Urban up there taking notes. Getting her to-do list.
That's okay. I used to think lists were for old people until I got old.
Right. I have to do reminders. I will have over 6,000 or 7,000 reminders in 1 year's time.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep. Your phone keep track of all of it. Mr. Paris Photography said vehicle prep is what I need to get completely done this year. It's all-wheel drive. Absolutely.
He's really good with CVs and the ham radio stuff.
Ham radios?
He is?
Yeah.
He's really on that stuff, yes.
I need to connect.
Yeah. That's another thing. Comms. Gotta have comms.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But I appreciate you having me on. I have to go walk the little guy right now. You hear him making noise over here.
Oh, he ready to get out and walk.
Yeah, he's gonna go out there and harass the mailman probably. I don't know.
Well, I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to jump too. My Bluetooth finally died.
I appreciate every last one of you all.
I appreciate the time with you and everybody else that I met today.
Me too. A lot of very, very knowledgeable, interesting people. Thank y'all for all of your information. But yes, you're still my buddy though. Subscribe to your channel if you have one.
Yes. BS, he always be at my lives and give out valuable information.
Yeah. And everyone else. Thank y'all. Y'all be safe. Stay ready.
Too. Thank you so much.
Send me an email, Carbon. I got something to send you that I think will put a smile on your face.
I'm a ride or die. Don't blow me up.
I know. You good. You good. Okay. I got something for you.
All right. Skinner, nice meeting you. Urban.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. No problem. Bye, Triple.
Take care, Carbon.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everybody.
In Paris, our photographer said, my wife don't get that at all. I wonder if he's talking about when we're saying about parking.
Right.
And Don Ray B said, I park far out so I can walk, and I sort of zigzag over a land or two and give stink eye to everyone. Yes.
That's right.
Yes, absolutely. I do the same thing.
Yeah, give them the attitude. I don't like people.
Yes, keep them off balance.
Yeah.
That's what everybody says to me. I got this RBF. I'm like, it keeps weak people away.
Right.
You always look like you're mad. This is my happy face.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
I didn't scare Tarsha away, though. She's still my friend.
In Psalms 146 said, I'm back, was listening in the car, and I absolutely love the parts about being aware of your surroundings. Have you already done videos that go more into detail on this that I can watch later? I haven't, only the lives where we discuss it. I just haven't went into being aware of your surroundings. I haven't done a video on that.
Mm-hmm.
GT says, I love people. Some of their ways are chaotic and I avoid them types.
Right.
Right.
But if you don't like nobody, you don't have to avoid them. You just don't like them and you ain't never around them.
There you
go. Right.
I'm an equal opportunity hater. I hate everybody.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
Equal opportunity hater.
He gets it. Yes.
And BS said it's better to ride and not do the die thing.
That's true. You're right, BS. You're right.
But if we going down, we all going down together.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. And our treasure home said, being disabled now, I have to be ready to get away from the situation or be prepared to defend myself right where I am. Definitely can't run anymore.
Right.
Don't let the dumb farm boy act fool y'all. 10 years in the Army, I know some things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Yes, indeed.
I just play the dumb farm boy on YouTube.
That's right. I be trying to tell you that. I be trying to tell you that. You were so cute in your Army picture. Aussie Lander Jack said, we are all 21 with some experience, never old, maybe tired, but not old. And Bougie Prepper said, yes, we need to connect with Mr. Parrots. Yes, it was nice of you to come too. Thank you for your information. And I have connected to you already. Thank you for coming, my grandma, my Renaissance grandma. I appreciate you.
Don't Take care, my Renaissance grandma.
And Bob 942. Absolutely. Thank you. I enjoyed today's show as well. And I appreciate all your valuable information and knowledge and tips. So you all go over there and connect with Bob 942. Hey, Drunken Chef Barbecue. Make sure you type triple threat. And Wendy with Willow Way Ranch. Thank you, hon, for coming. Yeah, we was just about to wrap up. I appreciate you. I'll be looking forward to you. Sometime you can come up on panel as well and speak. I really would like that.
Miss Tarsha, I gotta run. Time to go out here and throw some steaks on the grill. I appreciate you having me on. Nice meeting everybody. I like this guy down here in the corner because he don't like nobody, so we get along great.
Yes, nobody. You know, if you don't like Skinner Farm, how you say you can get the heck up out of here.
And like I always said, I don't need an army. I just need three badasses, and we can handle it all.
Right.
Thank you so much, dear. Have a great evening, and I'll be in touch with you.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it.
Take care, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, Mr. Henry Leslie Vermont. I appreciate you coming.
I'm going to run too, Tarsha, because I have a phone call, so I'm on hold with them. But I'm in the chat.
Okay.
Thanks for having me, and I'll see you next time.
I appreciate your support.
All right. Take care.
And You all is 3 hours and 14 minutes in, so I'm going to wrap this up. Just going to touch on what we talked about today is being prepared. Well, get ready, stay ready, okay? So you don't have to get ready when something occurs. So be prepared for all type of situations. Get your water, food, shelter, self-defense, medical, heating sources, cooking sources, cooling sources. So just be prepared, everyone. Connect with everyone that was on this panel or even in the chat. Everybody here has knowledge, valuable knowledge that we all can use. So thank you all. Love you all. And I truly appreciate you all coming and joining in my live today. I go live every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Looking forward to next week. And you all have a blessed evening.
Peace.
Peace. Good night, everyone.
See ya.
See y'all later.